Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place. We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see your name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations. You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Coming to you live from, as always, Burr Ridge, Illinois. You know what, Steven? Maybe one day, just one day, maybe we might be able to do an on-site location somewhere else. You know, like what we get for a lot of popular radio stations, ESPN 1000, 670 The Score. If you guys have never been in the Chicagoland area, you have no idea what I'm talking about probably. But all of your major radio stations, you know, sometimes they do on-site radio stuff. That'd be pretty cool. I might have to run that up.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go on site?
If you're to Twin Peaks, no, I just wanted to see if you could.
Hilarious. You want to know why that's funny?
A great.
You want to know why that's funny? My wife loves their burgers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, yes, so sweet. She'll be chowing down in the background, and she'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. So, do it from Wrigley Field. All right, and just like that, I'm already agitated to start the day. Tay, I got 3 shows to do.
First of all, Rob,
yeah.
Relax.
Relax.
It's not that big of a deal.
It really is.
It's not that big of a deal.
I can't be surrounded by your people for a 2-hour show.
Stream from one of the most historic ballparks in all of Major League Baseball. But we're not even going to get into that. We're going to talk about how impossible it is to do those kind of things. So, like, I used to do play-by-play for cops versus firemen games, and I swear, like, every year it is at the rate. The White Sox are very gracious in opening to hosting it. The Wrigley is just a really tough venue kind of lock down. Again,
I would have no idea. I mean, we would literally have to find somewhere on the concourse over there to do. We would have to be inside of Wrigley Field because in Wrigleyville itself, that's an impossibility.
Yeah,
with how packed it's going to be. I would have no idea.
With a stable internet connection? No.
Yeah, well, that's probably the biggest thing.
That's also the thing. Like,
we ain't going to be wired in, that's for sure.
Like, I mean, first and foremost, guys, we're going to start with something basic, like, I don't know, maybe a grill out.
Yeah.
In our parking lot.
That would be, yeah. We'll start small.
Because to do these live streams, you need boxes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know, but there's a lot of boxes that I'm looking at. I am looking at you, but I'm looking at a lot of boxes as the foreground of what we're looking at. So it's going to be a little more planning. And yeah, we can't have 150
once
boxes.
we end up getting our shipping from wholesale, hear me out. We're going to talk to the UPS guy and be like, hey, hear me out. You want to work some overtime today? We got a great idea. We'd borrow one of the trucks, and then we'd bring them to, this is where the rate would come in handy.
That's where
because they have it. Yeah, exactly. Get a semi-truck.
I would say if we were to do from one of the two
do it from the
ballparks,
one of the parking lots.
I'm choosing the rate.
Yeah, do it from one of the parking lots. We can go into the furthest back one. We could just have a nice UA backdrop.
Also, have you seen all the smoke episode with Jeff Passan?
I haven't seen the full episode, but I've seen a ton of clips.
I've watched the clips.
The Yasiel Puig one was hilarious.
You know, but Matt Barnes at the end asked, favorite ballpark to eat at?
Yeah.
And he said, if you love the smell of onions.
He was referring to us.
Yes, he was.
But when he goes to Chicago, again, people that haven't been there, I was like, Jeff, you got to say the ballpark, bud, because there's a lot of people that's...
Well, he said on that episode, I'm always going to call it not guaranteed rate, Comiskey.
Comiskey.
I'm going to always call it Comiskey.
That's a generational thing.
That's what he said. That's what he said. So, but that, dude, I am a Cubs fan, and I will not argue with you.
Yeah.
But again, for a Cubs game, I eat outside.
Mm-hmm.
I bring peanuts in, my own water. Like, that's how I do Wrigley.
Yeah.
But if I'm going
totally fine.
If I'm going to the rate... There's no options.
Have an empty. This is what me and my dad
have
do.
the empty stomach.
Have an empty stomach, and we always withdraw a $100 bill. We'll stop at our bank. Each of us will take $100
That's a good call.
and then we'll end up just going to town. So believe it or not, guys, we actually this is not to talk about grilled onions.
Room.
This is a mystery box live break room, of course. Welcome in Ultimate Autographs, everybody. That's Stephen Ryan. This is Rob Hill. And if you think this is gonna be our last time talking about Chicago sports, you're sadly mistaken. We got exactly.
I advise you. No, never mind.
We got an hour and 49 minutes to get through things. We got two lovely regulars, Foog Donner and our guy Tay. What's going on, Taylor? Good morning to you, my friend. Saying good morning, Vietnam. See, I can't do what Hayden did a few weeks ago. He actually said it to the full decibel capacity. I actually had to cover my ears. Shout out to Hayden. I got very lucky to work with him yesterday.
Can't pull that off.
I was gonna say you and I don't think we have the energy or the golden pipes to do that. Foog saying good morning. I can't tell if that's like a bowl of chili, a bowl of soup, or a birthday cake. Can't really tell. Do it from Wrigley, Cincinnati, Ohio. Either one. I watched one do it from Comic-Con. Everyone had to replace the speakers. Sadly, you are not wrong with that, my friend. We got some housekeeping to get ourselves ready to do. Hayden and I, Steven and I, that's the first time I think I've ever done that, confusing somebody. The amount of times that Robbie ends up calling me Rip or Frankie on air is ridiculous. So I'm sorry for confusing you.
It's okay.
Hayden.
I'm okay. He's giving me $15 today. So
that's all right. So so there you go. We're all we're all a big family here, so we can like a big Brady bunch here at UA. But I was talking to Steven literally right up to the cusp of you guys seeing us on air. We cannot believe one of the brand new series we have for you folks. I will go down and say I will stand on business with this. The new Black and Blue series. That is the best version of the Black and Blue series I've ever seen us do here at UA.
It's definitely a good one. I will say that much. It's a very, very fun series.
I cannot remember a time where we actually had a prize attached to the Black and Blue series, which is new. And it's not just any type of prize. It is one of the late, great superheroes of the NBA world. A guy that Steven and I certainly idolized growing up and watching. And hopefully you guys admire the prize and just all the amazing stuff in that series as well. We'll get to that in just a few moments here. But we do have our dice roll, the chase wheel spin, and to check some potential series. I don't think we have any pre-fills, correct?
Not at the moment, but we are driving on the Black and Blue, obviously.
Wonderful. Well, I will tell you guys this. That's going to be the first series we're going to talk about. And I'm going to just kind of get things out of the way here. I'm just going to do it myself over here because I cannot wait to get into talking about this Black and Blue. It's going to be the chase wheel spin, and you are going to want to get into that series, folks. But I will do the dice roll that I cannot fix for anybody out there. So, Steven, looks like the late night boys last night rolled a number 11. What are you feeling on this 9 a.m. show? 7.
The other part that keeps it open.
Yeah, numero 7 to get ready to get it rocking here in the UA live break room. You know what? I'll rock the number 6. The amount of runs it took for us to get rock and rolling and beat the Cleveland Guardians last night.
You only needed 4 though.
Yeah, I know. Only 4 to be the winner, but man, with the way that we've played lately.
I was gonna say I could say that as easy as it is to say for baseball.
Yeah.
But when you, for example, like the Cubs lost 6-3 yesterday, but they were only down 4-3 in the 8th. So like if we go into the 9th only needing 1 run, that changes everything. Yeah. Comparatively to the 2 runs that they scored, and effectively just kind of ended the hopes and dreams of us winning that game. You know what you can say. You can never have enough insurance runs. You really can't. You
guys,
really can't.
What was it? 6-3 for you guys last night?
That's
okay,
lost, yep.
6-3 last night. So 6-4. For 6-3. Wow, that's crazy. Both Chicago teams having the same results of their ball game. 6-3 for us last night on the South Side. So we are going to get number 11 though. Speaking of having the same numbers, we're just switching the 6 and 5 around on this. So the roll number and the chase wheel spin are all decided. No pre-fills coming into the show. Taylor said, "Let's go 8." Going with the number 8. Why can't I not think of a Cub with the number 8? Andre Dawson, the Hawk, Sorry, that was the first one that I thought of right there. So
no way.
That was the first one.
You're BSing me.
I'm not bullshitting you. That's the first number I thought of for the number 8.
That's fair. Historically speaking,
I just
can't believe you can't think of the left fielder that you desperately wanted.
God, Ian Happ. Well, if we're talking about, believe it or not, I would not put Ian Happ above Andre Dawson. I know that's hard for you to believe, but believe it or not,
I'm glad that you have some sense to you. But I'm just saying, given where we were talking a few months ago. You were like, I'll desperately take this man. I would happily pay him. Blah blah blah. Now he's on the fringe of potentially being not DFA.
You know what? When Ian Happ again is one of your best postseason hitters, like he was last year, then we'll end up coming back and revisiting this. So
I hope he is.
You know what? Just for argument's sake, I hope he is too. Speaking of argument's sake, one thing that nobody can deny out there, out of our 11 lovely viewers, actually, before I get into this black and blue, you guys can end up joining Steven and I and doing our housekeeping here with us this morning in the UA Live break room. First of all, 18 headliners and 30 boxes. That goes without speaking. That is an obvious one right there. You and I are going to be so lucky to be the ones kicking the tires on this series first. And we actually confirmed with the boss man this morning about this prize. You guys are going to be very shocked to hear how this prize is going to work. So let's get into it. Look at all the greatness and this beautiful mixer that we have here. Some items that we never, ever get here in the break room to start off this black and blue series. I don't even know where to start, man. I'm excited to see how these are going to double, triple, and quad up as we go along. Do we start with the best father-son duo in MLB history? You could argue Barry and Bobby Bonds. But for me, if we want to talk, I might actually take Griffey Jr. and Sr. For myself.
I think, honestly, that's a little top-heavy.
Yeah.
For that kind of...
Senior was really good.
He was good.
I would take Senior over Bobby Bonds myself. Senior, a part of that big red machine.
I meant... Well, I know he's not in the series, but I would take the other, the Guerreros maybe.
Oh, no. The Guerrero? Oh, yeah. Well, Senior, yeah.
Senior was kind of nasty.
Not the way the Junior's been playing this year.
But, everyone has a worst season of their career, and I think that's what this year is for him.
Man, I just can't. I mean, you'd obviously take Junior over Vladimir by a country mile. But then again, I would take Senior. I think the gap between Griffey Jr. and Vlad Jr. is wider than Vladimir Guerrero Sr. and Ken Griffey Sr.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just my opinion, but I think it is splitting hairs at that point. Regardless, we actually have had both Guerreros. If you guys remember that Father's Day, Stepfather's Day, Abandoned Father's Day. We went through every type of father in that Weekend Warrior. But we have Junior and Senior right here. Really awesome stuff. One of the most touching stories as well. I think the last year of Senior's career, he was in Seattle when Junior got called up at like age 19. I think it was the first time in MLB history that a father and son got to play with each other. Nowadays, we call that a Bron and Bronny Jr. A part of that great one-year run that those two had together. Here's a really cool one for me, for my baseball aficionados out there. How about Rapid Robert, as they used to call him back?
Rapid Robert.
Bob Feller, one of the greatest pitcher probably in Cleveland Indians/Guardians franchise history. Bob Feller, I was talking to my dad about him the other day, actually, because this is how sick and disgusting we are. Because we're talking about fastball velocity and just the ridiculous amounts of velocity that is now in baseball in 2026. Rapid Robert, back in the late 1940s, they actually tracked his velocity with a car speed gun. That's because they didn't have obviously the advanced velocity guns that they have these days, and they clocked him at about 93, 94 miles an hour, and his velocity back then was just otherworldly. They tried to track Walter Johnson's back at the turn of the 20th century back in the day, but again, they couldn't get a fully accurate reading for him. But Fowler was basically the first guy that was the barometer for velocity, and then about 20 to 25 years later, obviously, Nolan Ryan came in, and then he became the bench standard for velocity. And obviously with Nolan Ryan, some people projected him upper 90s and even sometimes in the low 100s. But Bob Feller, a Hall of Famer, an all-time great. Ray Bourque, many would consider the second greatest defenseman all the time behind Bobby Orr. Ray Bourque, former Stanley Cup champion, the Luka Dončić number, as I like to refer to it as, the 7s for Ray Bourque. That is a beautiful, beautiful hockey sweater. I was lucky enough to pull a Ray Bourque sweater early on last week. Here's the one, besides our prize, that honestly gave me, there's some moments here in the break room, man, and we like to surprise you guys, and there is, without a doubt, the coolest thing about this break room, Jerry West. The late, great Jerry West recently lost him, what was that, about 2 years ago or so now. One of not only the greatest players of all time, Steven, one of the greatest executives ever.
Just a great overall basketball humanitarian.
I would argue the greatest basketball mind of all time. As a player, obviously made 9 NBA finals. Luckily enough,
he's still the only one to win
Finals MVP on a losing team.
I think he's right.
He is the only one, so that's how great he was.
He shouldn't be.
Yeah, well,
he shouldn't be.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, I was gonna say LeBron definitely has a few cases when it comes to that. That's a story for another time. If LeBron was the prize of this series, we'd be able to talk about that more. But Jerry West, the guy's the logo of the NBA. So I mean, what more do you need to say, right? To me, if you consider him a shooting guard, this might be a little controversial. I mean, he was a tweener guard, probably more considered a point guard until Gail Goodrich joined him in the later half of his Lakers tenure. But to me, it goes Michael Jordan, the prize of this series, Kobe Bryant, and then Jerry West. And then I'd probably have Dwayne Wade fighting for a third spot there. I think West was that dominant. Go back and look at his stuff.
Go look at the numbers.
Really, really good. You know what also is really good, Steven? What if I told you that you can get a Speed Flex for $55? And not just any Speed Flex, Rob Gronkowski. A guy who some would argue is the best peak-for-peak tight end.
Excuse me?
In NFL history. Yeah, it's pretty, guys, we might as well just be handing these out for free. Now, if you're wondering, well, first of all, Ultimate Autographs is the one-stop shop for discounted memorabilia, but this is the black and blue series, so there might be something a little messed up with the chin strap. You can gotta actually see here. Let me see if the PNG does this more justice. So you can actually see down here at the bottom of the screen, folks, you can actually see the chin strap for this Gronkowski is slanted a little bit. Guys, this does not mess up in terms of the presentation of the item and in terms of the resale value of the item either. Do you know how cheap it is to go out and replace a Rydell chin strap? We're talking about $10 to $20 in that price range to go out and get a new chin strap, and you can get it for $55. Look, if you want to go out to the open market and pay, anywhere between $1,000 to probably $1,200 for a retail price for Rob Gronkowski, go ahead and be my guest. But again, I'm going to tell you why this is the most advantageous to ever buy into a quad series once I get through these great players. I'll explain why in a second. Steven will definitely back me up on that.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Keep my fingers and toes crossed. Kind of like how I'm going to keep my fingers and toes crossed for the best tight end in the NFL, the guy who just broke the receptions record for tight ends in NFL history, the great Trey McBride. Over 120 catches last season for the Arizona Cardinals. The undisputed number 1 pick in fantasy this year for tight ends as well. Trey McBride, the only reason probably why, outside of maybe Jeremiah Love and Marvin Harrison, that people will tune into Cardinals games on the mid-afternoon slate this year. So
I'm hoping I saw some highlights from training camp.
Jeremiah Love or Trey McBride or Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison is jacked.
I know, but I don't know if it's the quarterback throwing the ball. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, but I do like those three. I do like the potential.
Don't forget about Michael Wilson either.
I might in that scenario, but
1,000-yard receiver last year, Michael Wilson. Hey, Michael Wilson's a good wideout, man.
I'm not saying he's bad.
Yeah.
Just don't hit me with 1,000 yards last year.
In the record books, when we go back in time, if you take all context out of it, this is going to be a 4-digit number under his receiving yards for 2025.
Numbers. They drive all the arguments.
How do you think people get jobs at ESPN?
How do you think Ian Happ has a job? Just kidding, Ian.
4 Gold Gloves, 200 career homers.
Yes, he went yard last night. We all know.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
How many does he have on the season?
He put us down 1.
How many does he have? Does he have 20 yet?
19.
19? He'll have another year of good defense and 20-plus homers and a very high on base. It's a pretty good ball player in my book. I got to push my narrative until the very
you
end.
Have no other arguments.
I might as well be his agent at this point.
Again, and this has been my point the whole time. He can come back and be a Cub, but you're going to make less money per year than you did before.
I think he'd be okay with that.
If he's okay with that, then I'm okay with that.
I seriously...
I just think a lot of people would generally be like, I want to make more. He's never, to his credit, never said anything of that nature. He does seem like the kind of guy that's like, hey, I'll take $13 million a year.
I genuinely wonder what if he is a Cubs lifer?
I just hope
How well respected will he be by Cubs fans if he goes his entire career with the Cubs? I think once he retires, they will actually go back and look at the body of work and be like, you know what? We should have appreciated this guy more when he played.
I think a big caveat of that is, like, I don't think he needs to be like the World Series MVP. I just think he kind of just needs to be a starter on a title team. I think that would help.
Was he a rookie in 17 or did he make
came up
right after?
Yep.
Right after.
He grew up with a lot of those guys, but like it was just the year right after.
Yeah, Foog, thanks for the heads up. It's funny, I actually got it in the in our little control here, so I don't know why it's not popping up. There you go, right 11? On cue. Thank you, Fooglin. Thank you very much. So, moving right along here, Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson, superstar wide receiver. We have been flooded with JJ merch lately.
He's my big tease. He's my, I don't know, I have the 5th pick.
So officially official.
Yeah. Do I want, I'm guessing the guys I truly want will not be there. But it's between Justin Jefferson and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You think he'll fall to 5?
Yeah.
JSN?
Yeah.
So, okay, so no, you're probably right.
Jameer Gibbs, Bijan, Jamar, Chase.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah. How many people in your 10-team league? That's a great... I love 5-5. I really like
I know, so do I. Yeah, I've never gotten that pick before.
That's a great pick.
But I think that's where... I forgot who was... I forgot who I'm missing. Bottom line, I remember it saying Jay Jettas was 6th. And I was like, dude, that is a potential number 1... Puka Nacua. According to this, these are the 4. And then, actually, down here, Justin Jefferson's 11.
Well, remember Jettas fell to the back.
He's in this tier, but
yeah,
he's 11.
Well, remember he fell to the back end of the first round last year because of the quarterback play going into the year?
Yeah.
And people were right. You know, he didn't get the touchdowns. He just snuck over 1,000 receiving yards. And I've been saying this on the last couple of shows because we've had a lot of Jettas lately. Kyler Murray is going to vault him back into top 5 wide receiver fantasy status.
I know, and that's why he's very, very tempting. Jackson Smith and Jigba is such an insane talent. For me personally, it's just hard to do it back-to-back seasons. It just is. Everyone's gunning for them. They're the Super Bowl champions. It's not going to be as easy as it was last year.
No, for sure. I mean,
he came up on the scene.
It's hard to follow up with 1,800 plus receiving yards again.
Barkley.
But I mean, if you told me he had 14 or 15, because I mean, here's my my clap back to that. What legitimate bona fide number 2 did Seattle acquire?
Oh, they didn't get one
to get along. Yeah, so
they
it's
didn't help him.
Yeah,
they didn't help him.
And they lost Kenneth Walker too.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you going to lean more on the pass now? So I think it's obvious the Darnold JSN connection. So we'll see how that transpires. Would love to get JSN back in the room more and more.
But Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I think he's going to shift a lot of leagues this year.
Yeah.
I am like you. I believe in Kyler Murray under this tutelage. You know, no offense to the Arizona tutelage. What's his name though? Was really good. I do like why can't I think of the OC's name? Cliff Kingsbury when he was there. I like that, but
very good offensive coordinator.
Give me Kevin O'Connell.
Correct.
Give me the infrastructure of what he does with whatever he has.
And Drew Petzing was not a good offensive mind. There's a reason why he's in Detroit now, which is kind of odd.
And then give me a talented quarterback with a fun baseball background, and maybe the best receiver in all of football that people have forgotten about.
Well, the one thing that Jettas
pairing works so well in my eyes, along with Jordan Addison and Aaron Jones, who may be a little bit over the hill age-wise, but is still a very fun dual threat back.
They should put up points.
Oh, they should score a lot of points.
Well, the thing that makes Kyler, when Kyler is on, so good. I mean, backyard Kyler Murray is so good. But the thing that Kyler, now the last couple of years, and here's why the offensive coordinator and offensive mind thing is so important, is that when Kyler, his first couple of years in Arizona, he was not afraid to throw the deep ball over the middle to DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, so on and so forth. But Jay Jettas, I mean, outside of maybe Puka Nacua, I can't think of a guy I would trust more to say F it, he's down there somewhere, to go up and make a big play than Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
And I think that, Jordan Addison, I think is a really solid number 2. A guy that can run a lot of routes in the tree. TJ Hawkinson's a nice safety.
And a guy we're forgetting about, you know who they have number 3 there?
Yeah, maybe I am forgetting actually. Oh God, why can't I
would say it like this. He would have been a Super Bowl MVP if they would have won the game.
I can't remember.
Jawan Jennings.
Yeah. Oh, from San Fran. Yeah, that's right.
That dude is sturdy.
Yeah.
He is solid. I know he's not the superstar, but that guy is a fun piece you can throw in.
Guy stepped up massively with the Niners injuries last year.
Oh, I had him, but he was my second receiver on a potential title run.
Didn't he have a 200-yard, 3 touchdowns, like 180, 200?
He threw a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The dude is a ball player. I mean, and he's their third receiver. Sorry, he's not their third option. He's their third receiver because I'm guessing Hawkinson fills in nicely. There is no reason this offense should not put up points.
Yeah, me and Hayden were going through our NFC North potential standings.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
It's going to be an absolute murder. I'm sorry. It's going to be a murder. It's going to be bad.
I think that's the one division in football where you can make a case that any of the 4 teams could win that division.
Oh, easily. Easily.
You can make a case for all 4 teams.
It's going to go 1 of 2. And again, honestly, no offense to the NFC East or NFC South, but like the NFC West is
NFC South is the other division. I think you can make a case for all 4 teams there.
Oh no, I'm talking
Bucks,
about
Panthers,
in
Saints,
terms of
Falcons.
I'm talking about in terms of like quality of division opponent.
Fair.
Like I think they're all so mad in the NFC South that yes, they will be close, and you can make an argument.
Carolina won with the losing record, right? I think they were 8-9.
Either way,
yeah,
they were close to a losing record. They might have went 9-8, but they were close to a losing record.
It's the American League Central of football.
But bottom. Good morning, D Bear. But more importantly,
what's up, D Bear?
I know the NFC West,
Sean?
led by the Arizona Cardinals, is an absolutely massive threat to go on and win probably the second Super Bowl. But I think the NFC, it just feels like the Super Bowl champion, whoever comes out of that NFC, you're either going to be way too beaten up to play the Super Bowl, or you're going to absolutely blow out whoever comes on that other side.
Yeah.
It just feels that way.
For sure.
So the final 4 teams.
I cannot.
Could very well be 3 or 4 in the NFC West, or if it really gets hazy, like 3 or 4 from the NFC North.
Yeah, well, I mean, just look at the primetime games, right, too, from last year. I mean, obviously the Bears and Packers stole the headlines. Like this year, we're going to have Bears-Lions on Thanksgiving. We're going to have the Packers and Bears on Christmas.
All right, here's what I'm going to say. It's going to be a very bold thing.
Going to be cinema.
I'm going to say a very bold thing. There will be a team from the NFC that has 10 wins and doesn't make the playoffs.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is a pretty bold take. Yeah. Well, you could have. I mean, if you have 3 NFC West, 7 teams get in, right?
7 teams get in the 4 divisions.
So let's just assume what a lot of people are guessing: the Niners, Rams, and Seahawks will get in from the NFC West. You'll have. Let's just go to the NFC South. Let's just say 1 team gets in there.
I'm saying 1 team from the NFC South, 1 from the NFC East.
Yeah.
And again, that could be a fun.
So that's 5. So that's 5 teams, and then you can have, let's say,
that's 6 teams.
Yeah,
that's 6 teams.
Well, you have 3 from the West, 1 from the South, 1 from the East.
And then that's 5.
And then I'm assuming, let's just say for the North, we'll have
the 1. I was thinking we're gonna have the 1 division winner.
Yeah, and then you'll have the wild card team and the second place team.
Yeah,
yeah, you could, because if you think 3, we can have 2 divisions in the West and the North that'll have. It could be 6 double-digit win teams.
I'm thinking 7 are gonna get in. I think there's gonna be 8.
Yeah.
Again, you're right. 6 double-digit win teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think the NFC North, the NFC East team's gonna have a good record. The NFC South, I'm a little open about. I'm a little hesitant on giving them the 10-win record, but I think there's gonna be a team that has 10 wins, and they're on the outside looking.
I agree. There is a realistic possibility in that South where you can have another 8 and 9 team win that division, but then you can have a Pack or a Viking, who knows, a Bear or a Lion, 3rd place in the North, with a 10-win record, and have 2 more wins than a team that wins the division. So
yep, and Justin Jefferson's going to play a role in that.
Yeah,
Nick Bosa's going to play a role in all of that.
Yeah,
those are guys that are right now in that black and blue. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to be.
I just want to get this off my chest real quick, guys. Instead of leaving the hype up again, I was saying this coming into the show that Steven and I talked to the boss man this morning, and just correct me if I'm wrong on this. Every single entry
every spot purchased.
Every spot purchased will have an entry for the Kobe Bryant prize.
So Richard Kane, you're getting 2 spots because you got in the double. Stephen Kramer, you're getting 2 spots because you got in the double. Alfredo, you're getting 4 spots because you're in the quad. Kyle Klein's getting 2 spots because he got in the double. Devin Shingley is going to get 6 spots because he bought a spot in the quad and the double. And I'm going to enter these into the list as the break fills. I'm not doing it one by one, guys. That's a lot of work.
I genuinely feel bad.
And I'm not afraid to work, but that is just a lot of unnecessary.
I genuinely feel bad, and with my luck, it'll be me. the amount of names that we're going to have to put in that list randomizer is going to be historic.
Yep.
It's gonna be historic.
We've done it multiple times before, but yes.
For the entire series, I can't remember the last time
we've done. My friend, we've done entire series in mere hours. So
yes.
We've done it
with your service time. I will 1,000% believe you.
I'm just saying it's possible. That's more my point. We could easily get through this by the time.
Yeah. Now
you guys can keep us here till 11:30. We can do this.
As the I was gonna say there's no reason, and we were saying this coming in. The quad for $220. We've had multiple doubles in this room worth $220. This is a quad. You heard the man. Every single entry, quad being 4, double being 2, single being 1, is going to be entered for the Kobe Bryant basketball, the 5-time world champion. Rest in peace to the late, great Kobe Bryant. Multiple-time finals MVP, 2008 NBA MVP, a guy that is a consensus top 10 player to ever pick up a basketball. That prize, the more entries you get, the more, obviously it's a mathematical equation. This is why you got to get into the quad. This series has 18 headliners. We will get into right after this quick rundown, guys. It's never quick with me. I understand that. But we'll go through the divisions, and Steven and I will talk about, before we move on to the other series, this is the crown jewel. This is the magnum opus of all series that you folks need to get into this morning. I am basically trembling. Maybe that's because of the bucked up energy I'm having. But I think most of it is the excitement for the black and blue guys that we have here for you folks. You heard Steven just mention Nick Bosa. That is on a rivalry authentic helmet. The 49ers were my pick to come out of the NFC last year, even with the amount of injuries to their defense. They absolutely wiped the floor with the defending champions and the Eagles in Philadelphia. But of course, they ran into a buzzsaw with a fully healthy defense in the Seattle Seahawks. A lot of it, obviously, because Nick Bosa and Fred Warner were not healthy. If they are healthy, Steven, absolutely no reason why they can't go toe-to-toe with the Rams, the Seahawks, and other NFC contenders this year. Emmitt Smith on the mini for the Florida Gators.
The Cardinals.
What's up?
Fast Cardinals.
We'll get to them for another time. We should create a bottom feeder series, and we could put all Cardinals memorabilia in there. They're not going to be flying high this year.
Someone has to lose. That's just the unfortunate truth. Someone has to lose.
I've been seeing a lot of people place under half a win on FanDuel for the Cardinals this year.
I didn't even know that was an eligibility thing.
Yep, because of all the hoopla going around.
I guarantee it now. They are not going to be the worst team.
They're going to win week 1, and everybody's going to be like,
they're not going to be the worst team. They're not going to be. No, they're not going to be. That's why I love. That's a
good
NFL. Yeah, and like in comparison to the NFL and baseball, right? Like NFL, I have all week to decipher what happened that one day.
Yeah.
Baseball, I lost yesterday. I have 40 minutes, and next time we're going at it again. Like it's so
football.
Baseball's like this.
Yeah.
And then football can be like
football.
This.
Well, you're a man who naturally has to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. You can have your early morning tinker stinker time.
Yeah.
To get your, I will say, and look,
such a scheduled preparation.
I have said this multiple times since I started working here, man. I've been doing 9 a.m. Sundays for almost a year now here at UA. I am not a morning person by nature. I've gotten used to it. But during football season, I loved getting up at about 6:30, 6:45 to get my day started.
Oh, then you can join me at the gym on Sundays.
You know what? I might just have to take.
We can do that. We can do that now. The Vasa, it's 20 minutes away here in Romeoville. You might have to get it like 6, but like it's in Romeoville. I got there at 7 today.
Yeah,
it opens at 7.
Good man.
Hang out for a half hour, then drive here. It's 20 minutes away from here. So
I still feel like it was probably pretty packed, even that
it was
early.
Not. That
really
is not packed.
That for Romeoville. I'll take your word for it because I've never been to that one. But
that's the one me and the guys from LA Fitness now go to go.
That yeah. Let me. I was gonna say next Sunday I will have to see because I'm gonna be. My free time after the whole we close this upcoming Friday.
Again, congratulations!
So, thank you, big dog. Thank you. So we will see how that goes. Aaron Donald as well. How about Aaron? Is he back? Is he not back? He's been working out with the Rams.
I liked how someone said he
had training camp.
Had an interview. I was like, that's hilarious.
Wow, he spoke to the media. That tells you everything you need to know, guys.
He's back.
Everything you need to know. I was going to say he might drop the Michael Jordan presser when he returns.
That's fun though in football. You can kind of like retire.
Yeah.
If you don't like how things are looking, you're like, hey guys, I'm just gonna take a step back.
Yeah, and you know what?
And then you go trade for Myles Garrett. You're like 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Like, I feel inspired again.
Did you see the ESPN article? Sean McVay had glowing reviews. He said that Donald looked great.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
This dude looks awesome all the time.
Anything to get him to put pen to paper on a contract.
I mean, you just type on Aaron Donald on YouTube, and he has his own page. By the way. He is the man. Aaron Donald is awesome.
One of the coolest stats that Common dropped for us. Since Donald has retired since 2015, he still leads the NFL since 2015 for tackles for loss, and he's been retired for what, 3 full seasons now?
One of the most underrated defenders of our that's
of all time.
That's of all time.
Of all time.
Because again, just comparatively to the others and their numbers. But
I'm just so glad that he got a ring.
Dominated a decade.
Yeah. I'm just glad that he got a ring.
Pitt grad.
Yeah. So again, guys,
easily the best NFL football school in terms of like that team can't do jack crack in college, right?
Poor Panthers.
No, not poor Panthers. We have a rich history.
Poor Panthers. Go Tony Dorsett. AJ Brown. Speaking of college, nice transition. What's up?
See Curtis Martin.
I think Curtis Martin too.
What about LaShawn McCoy?
Kenny Pickett.
LaShawn McCoy could be in this.
LaShawn, Hall of Fame game legend, Kenny Pickett. LaShawn McCoy could be in this. We get shady a whole lot. AJ Brown, again, speaking of college, how about the Rebels? AJ Brown on the Ole Miss helmet, the brand new wide receiver 1 for the reigning AFC champion New England Patriots. Glowing reviews for AJ Brown, but kind of like Jimmy Butler when he goes from team to team. It's always great in the honeymoon phase, but how will things translate as time goes along? He speaks glowingly. I watched a couple of minutes, him talking about Mike Vrabel, and his head coach obviously reunited with him from his Tennessee days. Whole lot of glowing reviews. I think it'll be a good marriage for Brown in New England, so that should be really, really fun. Which, by the way, speaking of fantasy drafts, interesting to see where Brown falls. I see him going in the second round probably quite a bit, beginning of the second round, middle second round. Hey, Drake May's got a cannon. He was looking desperately for a legitimate number 1 last year. Some weeks it was Stephon Diggs. Some weeks it was even guys like, who is it besides Austin Hooper? Hunter Henry. Who else out there? Kayshon Boutte. It kind of changed week to week. Diggs was kind of like the steady hand, but AJ Brown is a slam dunk, legitimate number 1 wideout. James Cook, speaking of the AFC East, an STS authentic. Guys, this is a $55 price point. AJ Brown, by the way, college lid. Whenever we have a college guy for an active player, it is going to be on their active team. So Brown and Cook. Well, I can't actually say that because this is a multi-sport mixer, so we'll have to see who they're going to be with here. How about Derrick Henry? We're getting AFC supremacy, but this is going to be from his college days on a signed photo. How cool is that? Let's all bow down to the king for his days with All You Want to Do Is Roll the Tide with Alabama. Very, very cool stuff. Shout out to Stephen Cubs Daily, who just posted a video an hour ago, getting your noties over here.
I did.
As we're coming through. I guess my TikTok's a little bit delayed.
Your TikTok? Oh,
my
yes.
TikTok, yeah.
That was an hour ago, yes.
Ashton Genty, who had for a team that won, 2 or 3 games last year for the Raiders, all things considered, the guy was flirting with 1,000 yards. They signed Tyler Linderbaum. They have a young and improving line. They'll have Mendoza starting at some point this season. Their offense should be new and improved under reigning Super Bowl offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. His rookie season as a head coach in the NFL. I'm very high on Ashton Genty. I'll never forget when Doc Rivers won one of the first Gentys we had in the break room last year. He asked me what to do with it, and I said, Doc, I'm not a great financial advisor, but I will tell you this. Keep on.
He did just get a house, though.
Hold by the skin of my teeth. Ashton Genty, come back and talk to me in 5 years, Doc, with that Ashton Genty authentic that you have. Hopefully you still got it, my friend. This guy's going to be a star in the NFL. TJ Watt, Food Donner's favorite. Beautiful throwback standard for the great TJ Watt. So again, every single person who buys into this break will be entered for a chance for Kobe Bean Bryant. Look at the price points. No reason why we can't rock doubles and quads.
Shot.
Yeah. Which, by the way, guys, if you get into doubles, you can win up to $100 on the Chase wheel spin. You could basically get $10 for a buy-in for a double if luck goes your way and you win the Chase wheel spin at the end of the show. I expect this. I know the viewership isn't as high as we'd like right now. There's only 6 people. I get it. It's Sunday morning. It's 7:45 on the West Coast. 9:44 Central Time. Still 10:44. It's Sunday. I get it. We've got some great activity in the chat early on, but this is the series that you got to play in, guys. I usually don't like to pick favoritism when it comes to series because I think we got great stuff in every break we have, but the black and blue, that should be running away with what we got today. But if you're chasing for golden tickets, this is probably the best series that you can get into, the Gold Jacket Football Mixer. 11 golden tickets, but this one is a little bit different from how we run things. You're going to get 1 golden ticket for every non-photoed headliner or hidden gem that we have. So meaning that even the secondary headliners count, and we still have all three. Ray Lewis, Champ Bailey, and Antonio Gates, all still available for you guys. Bailey and Gates can maybe even double up out in the AFC West with a guy like LaDainian Tomlinson. Beautiful, authentic here. Can't tell if this is a dark navy blue or even a black Thunderbolt that we got available for the 2006 NFL MVP. LT, one of the greatest players of all time, not just running backs, but at his peak, one of the best pound-for-pound football players ever. Speaking of guys who are all-time greats at their peak, how about Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson? Real quick, speaking of Hall of Famers, they had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony yesterday.
Yes.
I was watching a ton of clips from that. Did not watch that the whole way through. Couple of my favorite highlights. Did you end up seeing some clips or some highlights? So Adam Vinatieri with probably the funniest / controversial clip. He called out Bill Belichick for not attending his Hall of Fame ceremony. He said that he understands, he's got to be recruiting for UNC, but he also said that he's got to be grading Jordan Hudson's cheerleading competition. So Vinatieri coming from the top rope, something tells me that was not exactly meant to be an all funny joke. I think that there was a little
there had to be something behind that.
There was a little animosity behind that joke, to say the least.
Some things are just not necessary. That feels like it's just not necessary.
It got quite a lot of laughs out of the people in attendance.
Yeah,
so
everyone loves roasting Bill. Who doesn't love roasting Bill?
Has anybody lost so much aura, as the kids would like to say, since retiring, like Bill Belichick, or I guess I should say moving to the collegiate level?
Retiring?
Yeah. Which he might be doing in the near future, depending on how much he enjoys his UNC tenure going forward. Calvin Johnson, sadly, I think we can all agree, a guy that retired too soon, retired at the age of 30. Him and Andrew Luck basically took the same route, wanted to put their health for going forward, which you can have all the respect in the world for. Health is wealth, my friend. But again, Calvin Johnson.
So is having millions of dollars. So.
That also helps as well. Makes the wealth a little bit easier, and also makes your mental health
also
probably a little bit easier
healthy.
as well.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson, hey, CJ, if you're out there and you want to play in the break room, Johnson in the blink of an eye could buy out every single break that we have in the blink of an eye if he wanted to. All boxes, everything would just get shipped to him. 2024 alternate Honolulu Blue. I looked this up the other day, going for about $1,200 for an authentic $1,100 to $1,200, one of the most expensive signatures we have in the break room, Calvin Johnson. Another Emmitt Smith. We just showed off that mini in that black and blue series. This is a beautiful standard speed flex. You got the classic blue that you get for that awesome Dallas Cowboys visor. The standard speed flex as well for the great Emmitt Smith. This is one of my favorite helmets in the entire break room, guys. Do not sleep on the great Kurt Warner. Went from bagging groceries to bagging defenders in the back of the end zone. Kurt Warner, one of the best.
He probably bagged defenders first.
He probably, yeah.
And then he had to go bag groceries.
And then he had to go, yeah. They weren't as impressed with his bagging abilities in college. Exactly. And what was it, Northern Iowa, where he attended. So really, really cool stuff there for a great player in Kurt Warner. One of my all-time favorites. Nearly gave the Arizona Cardinals their first Super Bowl since
that was a great
relocating.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, with them.
Such a great Super Bowl.
Against the Steelers in 2008. If it wasn't for James Harrison and Santonio Holmes, yep, the Cardinals would have raised a banner that year.
An absolute dime ball.
A guy that unfortunately never won a Lombardi in his career. Yeah. Shout out to Big Ben. There's a reason why I have a small smile whenever I don't see Big Ben in the room. Sorry, but not sorry. Randy Moss, a guy that never.
He literally walks in, guys. First, he looks at the board and he's like, "Thank God Ben's not here." And then he walks in and says, "Hey, Steven, how you doing?" And then that's that.
So what else?
Big breath, big inhale, and then just lets it all set.
Big breath, Big Ben. Here in the UA live break.
Ben Roethlisberger? Has he done anything? Nope, he's fine.
Ben Roethlisberger. I want to start. So Michael Vick, or what was it? It was Vick and
it was Vick and Ben Roethlisberger.
Vick and Ben Roethlisberger.
He's like, what? Is O.J. Simpson not your
You let your lady.
He's like, O.J. Simpson is retired.
You let your lady set your lineup, pal. That's the first problem.
And the male version.
it's the male version of Allen. I can get you some nice Allen beads if you want. Pictures of, how about pictures of Alan Ruckman? Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, not sorry.
Ben Roethlisberger. He's not in the room.
You sent this to your cleaning lady. Randy Moss, standard authentic. Again, the greatest Viking of all time. You can definitely argue the greatest Patriot season of all time. Him and Tom Brady linked up in 2007 for some legendary stuff. We just had a Moss on a Pat's authentic the other day. We get Randy a good amount on Viking stuff. Way more rare to get him on Pat's items. But again, a guy who not only kicked ass on the field, but kicked ass off the field as well. Any guy that can beat cancer's ass definitely gets a round of applause from me, man. Nothing can take down the great Randy Moss. He mossed cancer. How badass is that? Shout out to Randy, man. Andre Johnson on the Houston Texans authentic. You got to put him in the conversation, Steven, for the most underrated wide receiver of all time. Having, guys like, all due respect to Matt Schaub, the best quarterback he ever had, but David Carr.
I value that, honestly, more in my receivers.
Yeah. I mean, a guy that can really make lemonade out of some pretty not so great tasting lemons. Let's just say that. Some sour lemons that he had. But again, all due respect to Matt Schaub. But Matt Schaub led the league in receiving yards, or passing yards, excuse me. I wonder how that happened, having Andre Johnson. But again, a two-time Pro Bowler, all due respect to him. But again, Andre Johnson, if he had other AFC quarterbacks in the day, Manning, Brady, Roethlisberger, now that we're back to this, again, he would have an even better career. Speaking of great quarterbacks, how about on the VSR4, a very rare helmet that we still have available, guys? This was all the rage a couple of years ago, prior to my breaking days. The VSR4's MVP inscription as well for the great one in Brett Favre. Awesome, awesome stuff here for Brett Favre. Really, really cool stuff for the Green Bay Packers. The wheels fell off. The wheels fell off the car. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Rich. They fell off the car in a big way. I still think that David Carr has the single season record for sacks. When the Texans became an expansion team at the beginning of the 2000s, there were some dark days for the Texans. Andre Johnson became their first great player. Then eventually T.J. Watt. As time went along. I'll always remember that the start of the Chiefs dynasty, where they blew that 28-0 lead against the Chiefs in that playoff game. That really put the stamp on, oh shit, Mahomes is here, Andy Reid is here again. I'll always remember that game. Ray Lewis, Champ Bailey, and Antonio Gates, guys. Really awesome stuff. 6 to go in that double, 6 to go in that quad. And again, you get a golden ticket for every non-photoed headliner or hidden gem that you receive. We are looking for our first break. We are inching closer to the first hour of the UA Live Break Room. 7 people tuned in, folks, looking for some non-stop breaking action. And all it takes is one. In the great words of Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, all it took was one match to start the entire fire. That one match can be you, folks. You just got to light that bad boy right there. So, again, 9 headliners, 21 boxes, 7 spots to go in the double. Singles and quads feeling a little lonely. 108, 216, and 432. What's better than one Justin Jefferson? Two Justin Jeffersons. This is on a Winter Warrior, however. Very, very cool. Probably my favorite look that's available for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, we praise Jay Jett, as we'll continue to do it here in the break room. How about an Ultimate Autograph exclusive signee? Trey Hendrickson this upcoming week will have a signing going on in the DMV, the Baltimore, Maryland area. This is on the Darkness authentic.
That helmet is unreal.
The newest, latest, and greatest. I don't think the Ravens have released what game they're going to be debuting these helmets on with their jerseys. The Ravens are kicking ass and taking names. They're going to be debuting a multitude of different helmets and jerseys this upcoming season. Maybe that'll give them a little bit of luck, some health luck, and obviously they have a new face of the franchise in Jesse Minter leading their way. And again, also this guy as well, the biggest free agent acquisition that they had, and Trey Hendrickson signed a 4-year contract to become the newest Baltimore Raven. Awesome stuff here. I looked this price point up yesterday. Very, very hard to find a Trey Hendrickson Darkness. You know where I found the comp? Ultimate Autographs on eBay, where I was able to find that. So for Trey Hendrickson, going for about $650 to $700 there. Absolute steal. We got 2 great Lions wide receivers. We have another Calvin Johnson coming up on a beautiful speed flex, guys. But first, we got to stay in the present for the Motor City alternate authentic of the great Amon-Ra St. Brown. 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Steven and I, to start the show, are talking about draft position for a guy like Justin Jefferson. This guy is a slam dunk for a back-end first-round pick. This guy is about as consistent comes. Guys, this is how consistent he is. You hold out your hand right here, and that doesn't work great because I still got that on. You see how steady my hand is right there? That's the Amon-Ra St. Brown hand, because that just exemplifies how great and steady Amon-Ra is. Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and Jahmyr Gibbs, they all get a lion's share, no pun intended, of the credit up in Detroit. And you know what? Rightfully so. But this guy, he is the linchpin to the offense for the Detroit Lions. Got any good deals over there?
No,
for what we're looking at? Yeah, I kind of figured. Is that Fanatics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have other things, but
yeah. You should check to see if there's any Paul Zipser merch that's on there. So
I don't want to dig that deep.
I was, on TikTok.
That's page 36 stuff.
on TikTok, there's some nice Nikola Mirotic highlights that came across my feed. Good times.
I love the Instagram page. Like mid-average players.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a nice niche. It's like the Hall of Very Good.
Hall of bad getters.
Yeah.
One punch to the jaw took away his all of his powers. He really never recovered from that, man. And then he went back overseas.
I don't think he was just not good to begin with.
Mirotic was good. If Nikola Mirotic was your 6th man off the bench, I think that'd be a really good role for him. Guy that's a terrible defender, solid enough rebounder for his size. Is that Levine? Or is that Wilson? I literally can't see.
You need glasses, it's Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson. I could see the 8, but I cannot make out the letter. So, Amon-Ra St. Brown right there.
I just don't want the white.
Calvin Johnson speed flex.
It's too risky.
How gorgeous is this matching visor to the lid, guys, for Calvin Johnson? A seasonal hit for what we have available for you folks here in the UA Live Break Room. Megatron for what we got here in the break room. Again, guys, this is going for $1,400 to $1,500 retail. You can get this for as low as $108. Let's talk about rare in the break room. This is one of the very few times I've ever seen this lid, Steven. A quad signed Buffalo Bills speed flex. The foremost accomplished, not going to say greatest, but accomplished. There is a major difference. You make 4 Super Bowls, you are going to be the most accomplished in your franchise's history. Levy, Kelly, Thomas, and Reed, a Hall of Fame quartet on the Buffalo Bills. You don't even have to be a Bills fan to admire this, guys. I found this on an STS, I believe on Radkey Sports, going for $1,600. Standard STS, not going to be much of a price difference. Again, beauty is going to be in the eye of the beholder on that. And my God, breaking news, Bretton Doyle, his first leadoff opportunity for the White Sox today. I know. Everybody relax. Everybody relax.
Have you been playing okay for you guys?
You know what? He's actually been okay. The numbers might not look that way. I mean, he's been okay offensively.
You watch him day to day, so I'll trust what you're saying.
But I mean, oh my God, you want to talk about it? Dude, our outfield defense, if we employ Doyle, Peters, and Braden Montgomery, that's one of the best defensive outfields in baseball. Doyle is such a great defender.
One of the best.
One of the best, yeah.
Maybe the best.
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs are in conversations for that. I'm surprised looking at Seiya's advanced metrics. Seiya's been a good right fielder this year.
I don't understand now. He had a bad 2023. He had a bad second half of 2023 defensively. That led to 2024 where everyone's in his own head. Or maybe it was 2024. Bottom line, when we signed him, he was always okay.
Yeah.
He was always very okay. He had a strong arm. You just got to make the catch. But he's never been like this just god-awful defender that people think he is. I just refuse to believe that.
Again, like
it's not a part of the culture.
No, part of the culture.
It's not.
This is where the eye test for guys like you and me who watch our teams basically on a day-to-day basis. I mean, shit, you cover them on a day-to-day basis.
I just refuse to believe that.
What does your eye test say about Seiya's play?
I'm not saying he's a Gold Glove right fielder. He's gonna chase everything down, but he covers most balls. Yeah, he again had a the big error that people drive him on is there was a big time, I think it was 2023. He just missed a ball, and it led the Braves to winning.
I love judging players 3 years ago.
I know, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Every time he's played in the outfield, he's been fine since then. Of course he's going to miss some baseballs. He is not perfect. but he has a very strong arm.
Yeah.
He guns people out, and he covers most of the ground.
If you put together a
and
low
then he
light,
hits 30 home runs, which again is what it goes back to.
I mean, offensively, I think I told you before the deadline, I thought a great, and again, Seiya Suzuki's a very good offensive player. I thought a win-win trade for you guys would have been getting George Kirby or Emerson Hancock for Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been a really good trade, but again, Seiya's a free agent this year. I don't think they would have made that trade.
I think the Cubs were willing to trade him if they had a feeling they weren't going to be able to re-sign him.
Yeah.
I think they think they're going to be able to re-sign him.
Yeah.
And to a deal that's like good for the Cubs and him.
Yeah, for sure. I still think that would have been a great trade for you guys because, again, the Mariners, they have the 2 top pitching prospects, arguably in baseball, in Ryan Sloan and Cade
What I just
Anderson.
don't understand is why there's not enough, like, hey, Seiya, like, can you just go here for 3 months?
Come back and then come back home.
Dude, just come back home. Like,
Come
it's
back
not,
home.
it doesn't have to be.
Kind of like what Kevin Gausman's going to do with the Blue Jays.
Exactly. Like, you can just, go there. We get this guy.
Yeah.
And then you come team with this guy.
With this guy. What a role does Chapman with the Yankees?
Well, let's chat with the Yankees. Jason Hamill with the Cubs.
Jason. What a blast from the past.
That's what I'm saying. We traded him for Addison Russell. Him and Samardzija for Addison Russell.
The most number 4 or 5 starter that you can probably think of.
Oh, but then guess who came back next year?
I like Jason Hamill.
Yeah, solid.
Just started my own fantasy draft league. Nice, Fuglin. Did you join up? Have you drafted yet, or did you just create it? By the way, Fug, let me know what the buy-in is. I would not be opposed. I kind of want to get slutty with my fantasies this year. I only played in 2 leagues last year, made the playoffs in both, and got first round outed. So not very happy about that. Kind of like the Bulls when they make the play and just one and done.
Well, if the Bulls make the play in this year, it's more fun. I'm okay with them making the play in this year.
So I'm sure you saw it. Obviously, just created and no buying currently, just for fun. Hell, I'll join that. I'm okay with my ego. I'm okay with just saying that I have supremacy overall. But I saw that the Bulls with opening their wins line of probably a month ago, they were set at 24.5. It's not up to 29.5.
Yeah.
So
I got him at 24.5.
Yeah, I got him at 25, sadly. But still.
Yeah, it's at 25.
Yeah, so let's hope. Well,
it's right on
26 for 26.
Oh.
Yeah, 25.5. Yeah.
I think they're going to accidentally win a lot more games than you'd want them to.
When they win 25 and yours hit and mine does, I'm going to be pissed. I'll invite you. I believe I still have your email.
Well, don't worry. I have 4 other things that need to happen for that team.
I can't.
I'm not at the point in my life where, like, if I wanted to do the, 6-month investment plan of futures, I would want to put a hefty amount on it.
Yeah.
To make the return, like, much more worth it to me.
For sure. Yeah.
But for $10, I could pair it with 5 other things to go down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I was going to say so much for our Rookie of the Year future, a guy that won't even qualify. He's not even in the league that he can win it in anymore.
Because they cancel each other out. If he tears it up.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he lined out, and Owen Casey made a 5-star catch yesterday. Off
the Spider-Man meme.
Off Mo Baller's head.
I was going to say all the other Cubs hugging prospect fans are mourning seeing that.
I can't stand that. I'm like, please. If they're not here now, I don't care.
Yeah. Wow.
They gave up 2 top 10 prospects at this trade deadline.
Yeah.
They're fine.
When you're a contending team, prospects shouldn't mean all that much. When you're a team that is going to be playing for hopefully a World Series. Oh, thank God. We finally started to move Colson down in the lineup. What a freaking concept. Anyways, NFC South Golden tickets. Again, we just talked about that quad sign Bills lid. Zach Thomas and Colson Loveland. We got a quad opportunity in this gold jackets. Jefferson, St. Brown, Megatron, and Colston Loveland, the star. I'll go as far as to say the star young tight end for the Chicago Bears. The kid absolutely blossomed down the stretch for the Chicago squad last year. And then Zach Thomas, the Hall of Fame linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. We don't get a whole lot of Zach Thomas here in the UA Live break room, so get him while you can, especially our Dolphins fans out there. I know that Rip would love to play for Zach Thomas if he could. Double Trouble. Still going strong. Our let's just call it our longest tenured series that we got up right now for the UA Live break room. Again, guys, this is a no-brainer. Outside of the black and blue series, this is obviously the series that y'all should get into. 24 items remaining. Now, keep in mind that is not how many boxes we have left. For this Double Trouble, we have 12 total boxes that remain, 8 headliners, 24 items. if you buy into a single for $54, you get 2 items. If you go into the double 4, if you go into the quad 12, 2 marshmallows that you get with that. Man, I haven't done a SpongeBob reference on air in a while.
Congratulations.
Again, hopefully you're teaching Luka the right ways, and that's the programs you're putting on.
We don't watch SpongeBob.
Well, damn it, man, Bluey.
No, not yet. We're not there yet.
Not yet. All right, we'll put on you.
We're on Miss Rachel and Blippi right now. Still.
What the hell is
not that? Still, but just that's the modern day, man.
Oh, Jesus. Go
it's
OG SpongeBob, man.
It's the modern
teach
day of
right.
control. Well, I'll tell you this. I didn't really watch SpongeBob, and my wife was not allowed to watch SpongeBob. So guess what? We're not watching SpongeBob.
Do yourself a favor. I can go back now on I forget what platform they're on, but they have every season.
But I will say
Paramount Plus.
I will say his instincts are correct. When swiping on the iPad last night from the Cubs games, he did put on Family Guy. So his instincts are trending in the right direction. But obviously, that's just too young to introduce him to that kind of thing. So it's there. The talent's there.
Just have him point at Stewie and be like, "This is you right now."
Also, do you know what his number one favorite thing to listen to is on repeat? It used to be "You Got a Friend in Me." But I introduced him to something last Wednesday that he can't get out of his head.
Gucci flip flops.
No, God, that'd be hilarious.
It's got a really good beat,
just
man.
Some insane rap song.
Dude, I've been playing that with Jay in the car.
Stretch rendition by the Cookie Monster.
Okay, you saved me with that. That's well, was it the one that he did? Wasn't he in the booth with
Wednesday,
with Boog and
no, and he's in the back just yelling "Go Cubbies," and I'm like, that's my boy. He told my wife yesterday, he's like, I'm gonna go to Chicago. I'm like, what are you gonna do there? He's like, see if the Cookie Monster's there.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, now he wants to go to a Cubs game. And I'm like, buddy, he's not gonna be there.
We're just gonna be.
We're just praying next year that.
Don't give him false hope.
Whatever National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day is or whatever. That's what it was. That's why Cookie Monster was there, I think.
That's pretty cool.
But whatever day that is, I'm just praying the Cubs are at home. That's all I'm praying
for National Cookie Day.
Because then odds are is he will be there.
That'll definitely be the coolest thing. And all baseball teams do this. Kids Day is also really, really cool.
Yeah.
I will say this, though, coming from a former broadcaster's perspective, there would be a Kids Day once a year for the team that I covered. The game would start at like 11 a.m. It'd be either a field trip or whatever else. The crowds would be easily the loudest crowds of the year.
I have to go see if
doubt.
The Kane County Cougars have one
they
of
do.
those.
They do.
At 11 a.m. again?
They do. I don't know the time, but it's going to be it would probably be a Sunday. They're usually during the week, but it's going to be an early start. I'd be shocked to
see if that's
it'll be noon or earlier.
Oh yeah.
There are some that start at 10 a.m.
That's amazing.
For some, not all.
No, not for regular fans. I'm talking about for my children.
For your children, for the ones that matter, I guess. But for people
the ones I have to entertain.
Yeah.
Yes.
For media people that have to be there 3 hours before the game, not so much.
Grow up one time.
Dude, I'm still 7 at heart.
Sack up.
Sacco?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold sacked up this past year, led the Seahawks to their first Super Bowl since 2014 or 13. It's one of those two. It's one of the other. Whatever the year. Definitely not the Malcolm Butler year. Sam Darnold, USC Trojan. This guy, I always say this, especially once we start to get Darnold stuff in the room, guys. If you were a Hollywood director and you were told by Roger Goodell and said you have to make a biopic based off of one player this past NFL season, to me it's got to be Sam Darnold. A true riches to rags to riches story. You tell the entire NFL career of Sam Darnold. To me, that's a pretty obvious choice. This guy basically being exiled out of New York after being a 3rd overall pick. And Sam Darnold was the first player to me, once you look back, that situation matters, especially for a quarterback. Clearly a guy in Adam Gase who was made to be a coach, not a head coach, but a coordinator. Got drafted into a dismal Jets situation. Eventually caught on with the Carolina Panthers, who were basically giving him his 9th and final life in the NFL. Was in a quarterback battle with Baker Mayfield. Basically was, dude. Him and Baker Mayfield, ironically.
I love that terminology.
Both ended up going on to have very good starting careers after that. But Sam Darnold has said this in multiple press releases. It wasn't Carolina that gave him the confidence to come back. It was a backup spot with the San Francisco 49ers behind Jimmy Garoppolo, but he learned the most from Kyle Shanahan in his offensive system. Said he learned the most football in his life from Kyle Shanahan, and being able to watch and learn on the bench gave him the confidence, and apparently it translated throughout the NFL landscape. Obviously, well, we all know it by now. He was able to get a chance with the Minnesota Vikings as a backup. J.J. McCarthy got hurt his whole rookie season. He stepped in and stepped up, and of course, went on to become a 14-game winner, a Pro Bowl guy, throw for over 4,000 yards, and that led to him getting a 3-year, $90 million contract. And we all know the rest, a one-time Super Bowl winner last year with the Seattle Seahawks. Eli De La Cruz. He can't win a Super Bowl, but he can be a World Series contender one day. They made the playoffs last year as a third wildcard team. However, Cincinnati comes in 4 games under 500 as of today. Going to be really, really hard. They're going to have to go on a Linsanity type run for them to sniff the wildcard spot in the National League. Really bad news for the Reds the other day, by the way. Season-ending surgery for Hunter Green, arguably one of the best players on their team. But this guy looked like he was made in the lab. 6'6" shortstop. One of the fastest home-to-home times in baseball. Guy can hit 30 bombs, steal 60 bases. He is that electrifying of a talent. Speaking of the Reds, how about getting 2 Reds headliners in this series? I was talking about this yesterday morning when I was hosting with Chinmay. This 1990 Reds team, you know what the most important thing probably is right now in Major League Baseball? Probably the bullpen, right? Everybody gives the 2015 Kansas City Royals a lot of credit for being that first team, quote-unquote, to dominate with the bullpen and shorten games. Not so fast. Go back and look at the 90s Reds. Randy Myers, the closer, Norm Charlton, and Rob Dibble. That was their big 3 that helped them win that World Series. Probably the best bullpen of all time. I will go down and say that. The 90s Reds. Unbelievable stuff. They had Jose Rio and Jack Armstrong as the top 2 in that rotation. They had a young Barry Larkin, a great George Foster. They had a dynastic team. I installed Hunter Green cameras at his house for ADT. Holy shit. Talk about a small world type of moment there, Foog. That's really cool. Your invite is sent, Rob. I've sent it to 10 people right now, but can edit that if we get enough people. Yeah, dude. I'll accept that. And again, for commissioner stuff, just give me a shout whenever you decide to set a draft date. So if that's my iCloud email, Foog, that you sent that to, I have not seen. Never mind. Foog, for whatever reason, it got sent to my spam. Don't know if that's if it's a bad thing, but
sounds bad.
Yeah, sounds kind of spooky, but I'll accept that.
Sounds worse than it is.
Sooner rather than later. Emmett Smith on the football. 3rd time we're seeing Emmett today. 2nd time we're seeing AG and Antonio Gates, greatest undrafted player of all time. And of course, we can't have a show without Steven Ryan getting a Cubs item in the room, slamming Sammy Sosa. Only player in MLB history to have 3 separate seasons of 60-plus bombs, but ironically, never led baseball in home runs each of the 3 years that he did that.
You know what's funny is also the Cubs finally welcomed him back, and now we're winning again. I was going to say.
How does that work? Coincidence? I think not. Sammy, very, very odd.
Sosa's a generation for us. Like,
yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
I went to a game, and I don't remember anything about the game. I don't even remember what year it was.
Everybody's favorite player was Sammy Sosa.
I just know he went yards 3 times.
I remember, dude, my first baseball game I ever played was MVP Baseball 03. And that was with Randy Johnson and Miguel Tejada on the front cover of that game. And I just remember, because my favorite thing was franchise mode in that game. It was one of the first games I saw franchise mode.
Franchise is the shit.
I just remember Sosa's batting stance in that game was, to me, that and Tony Batista were the most iconic batting stances in that game. And I just remember how, dude, Sosa hit freaking tanks in that game. I mean, I'm talking, I just remember that, man. A lot of good memories, even me being so anti-Cub. I just remember that being a huge part of my childhood. Speaking of the Sox,
he was a former Sox?
Former Sox for 2 years. Traded for, oh my God, Rob, you know this. Come on. You were just talking about this.
Clearly
yesterday.
It doesn't matter.
George Bell. Thank you. George Bell. Andre Johnson football on here as well. 2nd time seeing Andre Johnson. And Donovan Mitchell. This actually doubles up with Sam Darnold. Top 10 all-time in playoff points per game. Guy shows up when it matters most. Just made his first conference final this past year. The rest of his team hasn't shown up all that much, though. So, Donovan Mitchell, he is a future Hall of Famer if he keeps this up. at this pace in his career. I'll always remember his rookie year, Steven, just dismantling the OK3, as they called them back in the day, with Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony. One of the best rookie playoff runs I've ever seen. Really, really cool stuff from Donovan Mitchell. Almost as cool as the Jersey series, guys. We dropped this yesterday afternoon.
Not quite as impressive as Jorge Soler.
Oh, God. 21 World Series MVP?
No, 2015.
2015.
That was his first. That was his first. I meant in terms of his first postseason.
For rookies,
he made, I think he got on base I know for a fact it was 7 straight times.
How about Kyle Schwarber?
It was 10. It was those two.
Yeah.
That's what pushed them into that next round. It was crazy.
Scoreboard still has a dent in it. The Budweiser scoreboard.
That ball is encased up there. There's a nice glass case of where that ball is.
I saw a clip a few months ago when he was on that Rizzo and Ross podcast. So of him talking about that. Good morning, guys.
That ball was
sorry. It's all right. Everybody knows it anyway. Screw it. No one's listening anyway. Good morning. Jesus. Good Sunday morning, guys. I thought the black and blue would have moving this morning. Dude, Alfredo, I'm about to hit the round the wagons and come back to that, Brody. Alfredo,
you would think, right?
Don't know if you know this because I know that you're in the quad. Steven mentioned it earlier. Every single entry that is in there, so Alfredo, you got a quad spot that's obviously 4 times in there. Not only is it the Chase wheel spin, every time that you buy a double or a quad, 2 entries, 4 entries for that Kobe Bean Bryant basketball for the prize of that series. We're going to have a bajillion names by the end of it. It's going to be so awesome. That better be a black and blue order coming in right now.
I pray to the high heavens. I don't think it is. It's not.
It's not. All righty then.
He's not.
2-point conversion for the jerseys again. It was for the jersey single. All right, that's asked and answered. 4 to go there, guys. We still got the Ricky Williams custom weed jersey. How cool is that? Ricky Williams, a guy that has no problem hitting that ayahuasca during his playing career and shortly afterwards. Hitting holes, smoking bowls, and never paying his tolls, just like Alex Neatling. So very, very cool stuff for Ricky Williams, a guy that they traded an entire draft class for the Saints back in the day. Bo Jackson, one of the greatest athletes of all time. The only thing that stopped Bo from all-time greatness status is a damn hip replacement. Was never really the same guy. Actually had to translate from going to football to baseball because of that aforementioned hip replacement. Fred Warner, a future Hall of Famer by his credentials. Will he be healthy enough this year to lead the Niners to a Super Bowl out of the NFC? I think the Niners are the biggest boomer bust team because they obviously are littered by injuries, not just injuries to players, but their star players. Warner, Bosa, Kittle, McCaffrey, hell, even their head coach is concussed currently with Kyle Shanahan. So that'll be a big, big question mark for them going forward. Dickie B, Dick Butkus. Guys, the only tidbit I have on Dick Butkus almost became my grandpa. Dick Butkus actually in a relationship with my grandma for quite a long time. The only thing that separated those two from living happily ever after, life. Yeah, so my grandma, we unfortunately lost my grandfather.
Maybe the most important.
Yeah, you could say that again. Yeah, could say that again. Well, my grandma, unfortunately, I lost my grandfather far before I was born. My mom lost him when she was only 10 years old. Unfortunately, due to lung cancer. So after that, my grandma ended up moving to back in the Bronx where she was born and raised from, but she had a lot of family in the Chicagoland area, so she would visit during summers, and that's where she met Dick Butkus in the offseason. So my grandma was like significantly older than Butkus too, probably by about 10 or so years. So
okay, Dick.
Yeah. Okay.
I see you, big dog.
Yeah, Cougar season, I guess. And crazy. Yeah, that's a sweet prize at the end. And crazy. That's awesome. Hope you guys are talking about the Kobe Bryant ball and not my twisted grandma's dating history. Jamar Chase on the custom AFC North jersey. Jamar Chase has been a Pro Bowler every year of his career. We all know how great Jamar Chase is. One of 3 wide receivers to win a triple crown this century alongside Cooper Kupp and Steve Smith. Lawrence Taylor, the great one, the D-Gult, the baddest MFer, whatever you would like to call him. Things that you absolutely love to see for the great Lawrence Taylor, a guy that we had here in the UA Live break room as well. Multiple times he is signed here in studio on top of that. Marshall Faulk, a guy a part of the greatest show on turf on top of that. MVP winner as well for the great Marshall Faulk, one of 4 running backs to eclipse 1,000 season. That's pretty nuts, man. Like when you think about it. Again, Christian McCaffrey, I think, missed that by less than 100 yards this past year. And we obviously all glaze McCaffrey, and rightfully so. Probably considered the best all-around back in the NFL when healthy. So that goes to show you how great Falk was during his peak. Speaking of a Hall of Fame 2006 inductee, he's got the HOF 06 inscribed on the number 1 for the great Warren Moon, the first African-American inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Worth mentioning, considering that we had the Hall of Fame inductions take place yesterday afternoon. Kyron Williams and Chad Johnson on top of that as well. Again, we're looking to get rocking and rolling in this series, guys. I introduced all of the great names that are in this break not too long ago. And again, the headliners in this series are absolutely B-A-N-A-N-A-S, bananas. I literally can't spell bananas unless I end up singing that song, guys. There's a reason why I only got a 2-year college degree. So let's talk about what we got for, oh, hell yeah. We got a Major League spot. The great Major League movie. That's my favorite baseball film of all time. We get Major League actually a good amount from time to time whenever we have really cool mixtures like this. We've gotten Charlie Sheen individually on a Rick Wild Thing Vaughn jersey. We've actually got a tri-signed Sheen, Burnson, and oh my goodness, what can I not think of? It's not Dennis Haysbert who played Serrato. Oh my goodness, the actor who played Jake Taylor. I can't look it up right now. If anybody can help me with that, that'd be great. And then Jefferson for the Vikings, obviously in the LA Chargers. So Jefferson is going to be, oh my, there it is. Charlie Sheen, Harold Baines, and David Wells. So the more you know. HB is a secondary headliner. Hall of Famer for the Chicago White Sox. Charlie Sheen and Boomer for David Wells. Every spot purchased in an entry has a chance to win the slightly damaged Kobe Bryant basketball. The winner will be decided. And again, guys, when you play the black and blue, it's probably just going to be a scuff that you easily can get out on the basketball. It's not going to be anything significantly damaged. Nothing in the black and blue ever is. But the great thing is that literally gets y'all into this series for an even cheaper price point. So really, really cool stuff for you folks here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So again, going back for this, Steven, we're going to talk about the how this black and blue is going to line up. So you can get Justin Jefferson and Charlie Sheen as a double up. Where else can you possibly get that? New England Patriots, the Alabama Crimson Tide, and the Denver Broncos. That's going to be the Gronkowski Speed Flex and this beautiful Derrick Henry autograph photo from his time with the Tide. 18 by 20 on those dimensions. Ole Miss Rebels, Boston Bruins, and Atlanta Falcons. So that's another obvious double up. The A.J. Brown Speed Flex and the Ray Bork autograph sweater right there. So that's absolutely badass. And again, guys, all of these possibilities, you're going to get multiple entries for Kobe Bryant. And this is the best time to get into a series with a double and a quad. 18 headliners, all 30 boxes, still up and available. What else do we got here, Mr. Ryan? We got the Mariners, LA Rams, and the Chiefs. The Seattle Mariners. Do not see that as a part of the headliners here. The LA Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. LA Rams will be that rivalry mini for Aaron Donald, which is really, really cool. And then the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't recall doing a Chiefs headliner here because there is not one available. So that'll be the lone headliner there. Interested to see what the Mariners and Chiefs items are. Steelers, Lakers, and Texans. Let's see what we got here. Steelers, that is going to be the TJ Watt authentic helmet. Absolutely gorgeous color scheme there. The LA Lakers is Jerry West. So TJ Watt and Jerry West, that is really, really cool. And then we also have the Houston Texans as well. Nothing in the photo or secondary headliners there. Niners, Guardians, and Eagles. The Niners is obviously going to be that rivalry authentic for the great Nick Bosa. The Cleveland Guardians, that is probably going to be Charlie. Oh, no, Charlie Sheen is Major League. I take that back. Cleveland Guardians. Sorry, Bob Feller. I was like, I knew something was going to be there. That's actually a really cool signature, guys. Bob Feller. Rapid Robert, I want to see really quick because I'm almost positive that Bob Feller is no longer with us. Yeah, unfortunately, Bob Feller passed away. God, 16 years ago at the age of 92, from 1918 to 2010, passed away in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, obviously, Foog, being an Ohio resident, probably realizes how great Bob Feller was. Again, just looking at his career, guys, if you're not familiar with the great career of Bob Feller, Hall of Famer, ERA title, 8-time All-Star. He won a triple crown. The last year the Indians and Guardians won a World Series, 1948. That's how long it's been since Cleveland was on top of the baseball world. And just a couple, I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, they didn't exactly have war back in the 1940s, but how about this 46 season, guys? A 10-war campaign. Won 26 games, had a paltry 2.18 ERA. Well, he only started 42 games, though, Steven. And how about, you want to guess how many innings pitched Bob Feller had in 1946?
Hold on. I want to say 410.
You're honestly not too far off. 371.
I wanted to get greedy, but like over 400, but I knew it was well over 300.
You know what's actually crazier?
We begged for 200.
Somebody get these beggars out of here. 348 strikeouts in 1946 is an astronomical amount, hence why he led the league in that category. People didn't strike out all that much back in the days. Why is that the case? Well, you know, for example, contact was obviously much more relevant, but let's be honest, guys, the velocity, the breaking stuff wasn't nearly as crisp. And that's A-okay. You only can play who's in front of you. But again, Bob Feller, one of the all-time greats in MLB history. Good morning, is Kobe gone? It's Valentine's Day here in the live break room. Karen, I got wonderful news for you, my friend. Nothing has been touched. Karen, we have not done a single box in this black and blue series. All of these headliners are available. I was actually just mentioning what we got available, all the double, triple, and quad ups. Karen, this is probably one of the best opportunities for you to win a prize here in Ultimate Autographs. Every single spot that you buy into a series, a single, a double, and a quad, is going to go towards an entry for that Kobe Bryant basketball. So, again, if we're going to do some break room math here, let's say, for example, you decide to buy out these last 6 quad spots, which is a crazy good price point for $220. That's 24 entries you'd get for Kobe Bryant. 6 times 4, that being, of course, 24. That's how many entries you would get towards Kobe Bryant. And, of course, Karen, we would do the prize reveal at the end of the series at its conclusion. So going through the rest of this, Nick Bosa and Bob Feller would double up, and the Philadelphia Eagles would be a hidden gem. Excuse me, the Buffalo Bills, Florida Gators, New York Yankees, and the New York Jets. The Buffalo Bills, that's going to be the James Cook STS Authentic. The Florida Gators is that Emmitt Smith mini helmet. The New York Yankees, we got our first triple up, guys. I would be willing to bet my bottom dollar. That is Boomer and David Wells. Wells, thanks for game 2 of the 2005 ALDS where we smacked you around like a rag doll. But one of the best pitchers of the 90s and 2000s. He still pitched for a couple more seasons, but yeah, it was definitely. It was
just because you're pitching.
It was the back half of his career. Shout out to Tony Graffinino with that error between his legs that led to the Iguchi 3-run homer.
Shout out Tadahito.
Tadahito, who was that?
I saw him hit a bus.
Who was that? Yeah.
Yeah, this Cubs game, it's wild. It's from like I want to say 2006.
Good
Cubs
year.
were up 9-1, and Albert Pujols that hit 3 home runs.
He did.
Hard. But then Tadahito Iguchi added salt in the woods in the 8th inning when he decked one of the buses.
Jesus, on Waveland. Dude, Tadahito, man.
Watched it.
Him and Scotty Pods 1-2.
It was thinner back then, like Wrigley's left corner.
How far back
the
stands
but
went,
still,
yeah.
he just nailed this bus. I was like, wow, that's a shot.
No, it's Tadahito, man, for a couple of years, really, really good player. He was at Ozzy's retirement yesterday. They had chairs for that whole 05 team.
Known as a White Sox and a Cardinal, honestly,
though. Tadahito? Never with St. Louis, I believe. Philadelphia and San Diego is where he had the last couple of years of his career. I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was with St. Louis in the beginning of his career.
No, White Sox. His rookie year was 05.
What am I thinking of? The Cardinals had a guy.
So Taguchi, yeah.
So,
I think he wore 00 or 99.
Yeah,
he had
Tadahito, but Taguchi. I thought he left the Cardinals, then went to you guys, but I could be wrong.
Well, speaking of, how about Kosuke Fukudome?
How about this?
Cubs and White Sox.
Neither of these orders are for the black and blue.
We're getting off. Yeah, we're getting off the air. Let's have the reveal.
Oh, thank God.
Was it Karen who got in?
I'm going to guess Karen saved everybody, but Charles really tried to end this stream. Yeah, Karen saved that. I think we're going to have a black and blue double.
You'd be correct.
And then I think we're going to have a jersey single to follow. So
lovely. Way to go, guys. Way to get off the schneid.
So Karen, I think you explained it to her already, but Kobe's not gone. And you're giving yourself a healthy start.
Healthy.
Into your chase for him.
I do want to just mention this real quick before we get into this black and blue double. Last division. How about this? Who would have thought the Cardinals and White Sox in the same division? God, it's almost like Luke made this for me. Trey McBride and Harold Baines. Look at that in the same headliner. And then we got Ashton Genty as a triple up, and then the Seattle Seahawks. Curious to see who that's going to be. Well, we're going to find out right now. Right here. Right now. First time that we're going to be doing a break this morning, guys. 2 numbers for black and blue. It's not about when we do breaks. It's about how we do breaks. It's about how often we do it. I don't care if it's in the first minutes of the show or the last couple of minutes, as long as we get some going, guys. Thank you so much. And there's nothing better than cracking the seal on the first break of a series. It's like opening your first Christmas gift on
that you remember
on Christmas morning. Yeah. Do you have a speaking of the top
first 5 years are for mom and dad? I'm experiencing it now.
Yes. Do you have any favorites that stand out to you Christmas gifts when you were a kid?
Probably I got the LaDainian Tomlinson jersey. I got Kirk Heinrich jersey and NBA Live 05. Probably the best Christmas ever. And if we're talking
all on the same one?
Yeah, if we're talking in terms of total impact of my childhood development.
That's right there.
Probably right there.
Yeah, that's badass. It's funny how you won video games, because for me when I was...
Oh, wait, I might have got Michael Vick then, too.
How old were you? 05, you were probably what?
So like 13?
13? Yeah, 13. That's...
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It was a very, very impactful. Very impactful.
Year of development for Stephen Ryan. Again, I'm going to wait for 2 numbers, guys. Devin, Kyle, Steven, Richard, and Karen getting the last 4 spots.
I might have got, honestly, I might have got Michael Vick, too.
Yeah.
I forgot which one. I got 2. I feel like I might have got 2 or all 3 of those together.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was very wild.
You're a good boy that year.
Live 05. I must have been. I don't know.
NBA Live 05.
Which is the greatest iteration of basketball ever made, ever assembled.
Carmelo Anthony on the cover?
Me and the boys were at the cabin this past time, and we did a draft. And when you can snag an 83 overall LeBron James at age 19 or 20 or whatever old he is, 1 and 7, thank you. And then you can pair him with a 74 overall Dwight Howard.
Did you guys do like a franchise thing?
Oh, yeah. And then our 8 through 12. This is our 8 through 12. It was like Matt Barnes, Tony Allen, just like future great role players.
Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, well, I don't know about him. That's a little pre-him.
Do we get a Rudy Fernandez? Oh, that was before Rudy
These are
Fernandez.
all before that guy.
Steve Blake.
He was in the game, yes, but, Sebastian Telfair more like.
Sebastian, oh my God. He's supposed to be the next great one. 11 times around we go.
To the fire.
Yep, and Sebastian Telfair didn't exactly adjust back to regular life after the NBA.
He's trying to adjust back again.
Shout out to him. It's not a matter of if, but when, if you ever do. So 11 times around, this is how things are going to shake down. It's so funny how NBA Live 05 is your favorite. ESPN 2K5 is my favorite game.
That's a great game. But NBA Live.
Yeah.
When
NBA Live was good. Yeah.
They lost touch, and then 2K absolutely. 2K used to suck.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
I think they're,
And then 2K just figured out.
The Gary Peyton covers, the Shaquille O'Neal covers of 2K right around that era.
No, but 2K6,
Chris Paul.
2K6, if you went up for a later, they would do a reverse. Like, they do that for no reason.
Every time.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, when Chris Paul got on the cover,
2K8.
It all started, kind of click together. 2K10 was a lot more polished.
That was probably my favorite
was
one.
starting to get really good with it.
The soundtrack for that too. That was Kobe's cover in 2K10. That was
Legend Edition there.
Yeah, I remember in ESPN 2K5, Ben Wallace on the cover. That franchise mode, you actually had players walk into your office. You could choose dialogue options to talk to them.
That's ahead of its time.
And the gameplay. First and only time I've ever seen a game do this for basketball. If you wanted to, a quick play game, like an exhibition, you can literally do a fantasy draft to draft 5 players for that. Against any, you can do an all-time, you can do in that, you can do any type of fantasy draft.
My friend, who I told you we'll probably be running with, he sent me the 2K10 draft combine.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, Foog, you are right. Sorry about this, guys. The black and blue, the divisions are not right. Thank you for calling that out, my friend. My apologies. Yeah, because
that's my bad. I just
No, you're good. You're good. Again, we got some time. We got some time. Can you do me a salad real quick?
Yep.
Can you toss Foog $5 for me in his account? Because I was about to go through this entire break if he did not say anything. So
good call.
Foog, you saved the day. Yeah. What if we pull Charlie Sheen here? Oh, Charlie Sheen in the NFC South.
Yeah, that's where he's from. What if it was based off their address? That'd be creepy.
Little bit. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to condense these for you guys.
I can condense them if you want to just do the.
I think we should be good here. I'm down to the last division already, so we're good. As long as we just duplicate and double this one throughout the rest of the day, we'll be all right. The Cardinals.
I'll set them up.
By the way, this Cardinals, guys, I know this might be confusing. It's going to be the Arizona Trey McBride for what we got for the Cardinals, just to avoid confusion there, if anybody's wondering. Okay, so we should be good. There we go, guys. I got you, Foog. No worries, buddy. Shinley will have the Vikings, Major League, and Chargers. Stephen Krummer, Mariners, Rams, and Kansas City Chiefs. Kyle Klein is going to have the Steelers, Lakers, and the Houston Texans. Richard Kane, Cardinals, Raiders, White Sox, my man, and the Seahawks. And then, Karen, you'll have everything else. Pats, Tide, Broncos, Rebels, Bruins, Falcons, Niners, Guardians, Eagles, Bills, Gators, Yankees, Jets. Really, really cool stuff. Good luck to everybody. Box number 1. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in hot. Let's go. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to, like what my fiance tells me, sometimes big things come in small packages. So, let's see what we got here. Interesting. Aha! So we got ourselves a baseball, and not just any type of baseball. A guy who, oh, dude, this is sick. A guy who, our guy, Steven Ryan, said it was over the hill in 2005, but he was on top of his game. How about this? A 1998 World Series baseball.
That's a good one.
For David Wells.
There you go.
For Boomer, a guy who won close to 300 career games, an MLB Hall of Famer, a guy who threw a perfect game for the Yankees as well. Really awesome stuff. This is going to be a New York Yankees hit for Karen Valentine. Karen, this is really, really cool, especially if you are a baseball aficionado like Steven and I, for example. Let's see. Just want to... Again, there it is. You can see the World Series red emblem
Secondary headliner.
Secondary headliner, indeed. And by the way, Karen, because you got 4 spots, all 4 of these spots, you are the leading person right now for that Kobe Bryant prize. Naturally, doesn't mean you're going to get it, but, you know.
It's 8 spots.
Yeah,
you're right. You have
8
half
spots.
the current entries right now.
We're yellow posted, right? Yeah, we're yellow posted.
Or something. Take a check.
It's going to go on.
I thought it was orange at a point.
I'm pretty. It's definitely, yeah, because I never write on purple. I was just confused. I write purple over here. It's definitely yellow. Karen Valentine, congratulations, my friend. Karen kicked absolute butt yesterday morning, and she's starting off this morning with something as good as this. By the way, if you have, I know a lot of you have a lot of friends that play in this break room. Get their asses up out of bed, and I mean that respectfully.
No, he doesn't. He means it disrespectfully. Annoy them.
It depends on the day. I'm in a pretty good mood today so far. But ask me at 110 when we play the Guardians. Then my mood will be based off of that. Yeah.
I'm just so immune to losing now.
God. Just wait till October.
That's fine. I'm grateful for this second chance at October, okay?
Should be.
I will take the 15 to 18 era all over all 10 days if I have to suffer for 5 years.
You've been experiencing the golden age of Cubs baseball for this last decade.
Yeah, I know.
So we're gonna go from something a little smaller to something a lot bigger. It looks like we're going to get ourselves 2 headliners to start off this black and blue series. We're going to go from a David Wells baseball to a trip to Foog Donner's favorite football team city. Let's take a trip to the Steel City with one spot. Kyle Klein is going to get himself arguably the greatest defender in Steelers franchise history.
Let's go.
Wisconsin's finest. Steven knows all about this guy. TJ Watt. Unbelievable authentic. This is my favorite color for a Steelers team ever. Absolutely love this mustard yellow, and honestly my favorite logo in all of sports. So guys, this is a black and blue series, so I do have to put on my my detective stuff here and take a look to see what we got. The baseball, Karen. Okay. So Karen, here's what it is, and this is how minute the problems are. It's really, really bright in here, so I'm just gonna bring this over to this cam. Hopefully you can see it. Let me know if you can.
As awesome as TJ Watt is, and he is, I will say this, probably the best Watt brother of all of them.
I would say so.
I would take JJ. I'm a JJ guy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
I'm team JJ.
I don't think you can go wrong either way.
I think he is the true, star of the family. Not because he just does the thing too, but even when he was playing, this dude was a mother.
Yeah, no, he was.
And he is too. He's absolutely one of the best pass rushers in football. He is probably statistically the better Watt brother. I don't know. Maybe TJ was just JJ was catching touchdowns, and that just stole my heart. Like, just the type of athlete he was,
Do not, no, I don't think you could go wrong either way there. Karen, just so you know, real quick, again, very, very Kyle, just so you know, very, very quickly here, my friend. It's just a little bit of a loose strap here on the side, and literally when you display it, like, it's something that you like really notice. I know it's a little bit different from one side to the other, but again, guys, it's a very, very small difference. Beautiful double headliners here to start. Wells and Watt to get ourselves going here on this black and blue. We're also going to have that jersey that jersey coming up next for what we got available for you guys. Congratulations indeed. Big round of applause to you both. And you're going to get some Chase wheel spin action as well. Please continue to attack that break page ferociously, folks.
There you go.
Let's see what we have here. Let's indeed get it started in here, ladies and gentlemen. So, black and blue, guys. Again, we're going to have that jersey coming up. We got a spot on in that next single. Again, get this quad going. Before all these headliners go by the board, because this will fly off the break page today. This is the marquee series to get into. Again, I'll pull up that jersey right now. It's actually 16 headliners and 28 boxes. That will get us signed momentarily from Mr. Watt. And we will be ready to go here. This jersey, though, from what we got for you guys, we're going to rock with Sean Dolbert, who kindly greeted us to start the morning. Frank Ravita, Matthew Nelson, William White, and Charles Tishner. We're going to look for one number for jersey number 6. Awesome job by Karen to call out a couple of great headliners.
All right.
We're at 10:42 here, folks. Unless we start to see some really good action on the break page, I'm looking to get down to like 3 or 4 by 10:55.
I would say the quad is really, that's 6 to go. So
the quad's obvious, man.
Yeah, the quad's the choice here.
Mm-hmm.
4 entries per spot, getting into that. 4 chances to win. Say less.
That is an absolute no-brainer, guys, to get into that bad boy right there. Again, 2-point conversion for that. You see your name on the screen. You're eligible to call a box number. 10 headliners. 25 boxes remain. Bo Jackson, Dick Butkus, Fred Warner. I got a couple other greats. Ricky Williams, Jamar Chase, Lawrence Taylor, Marshall Falk. Some really good ones across the board there, guys. Either way, I'll go 11 times around. Toss your guys a salad into the randomizer and see where we fall. Don't want to miss the 12 o'clock show either, Central Standard Time. I got my boy Timmy Shaw joining me for the 12 and 3 o'clock hour.
As well rested as he can be.
Yeah, I was going to say Tim was with Hay Train in the late night show. Shout out to Tim, man. It's a quick turnaround for him. He's an absolute bulldog here with us on the weekends. Frank Ravita, NFC North. William White, AFC North. Matthew Nelson, AFC South. Sean Dolbear, AFC East. Charles dominating the rest of the breaks throughout the rest of the NFC and his last spot in the AFC West. Have not seen a box number called, but that's A-okay. That means we go to the wheel. For those that are unaware, if you are in a series, you are the only person that's eligible to call a box number. If it's not gone in a certain amount of time, again, we go to the wheel and we see what random number pops out. We're gonna see if we have the number 9. I will grab that. We do not have 9, but we do have box number 10. Let's see what we got here. Box number 10. Oh, we do have 9. What the hell? Okay, so that's odd.
So 9's good then?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take 10 off.
I got it.
Take 10 off. Thank you. For some reason, 9 was already checked. All good though. That's all that matters. So David Wells, TJ Watt, and let's see if we get another headliner that is going to come here and join us. Let's take a look-see right here. 2-point conversion while we were looking for another headliner, and boy, did we ever get another headliner here in this break. I was speaking of this man's glory when briefly talking about the series. He is one of the best dual-threat athletes in the history of North American sports. A football running back legend turned into a Major League All-Star with the Chicago White Sox and Kansas City Royals. You know him, you love him, and Bo knows how to show up in these photoed headliners. Charles Tishner, baby, is going to get the great Bo Jackson. If I had to handpick one jersey that I knew was in this series, Steven, it without a doubt would have been Bo Jackson.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That dude just did so much.
Charles Tishner picking himself up a dub here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Feel free to let Steven and I know, guys, as this Sunday continues to move along here. What are we up to for probably your final day of your weekend? Ironically, for me, I have a very unconventional schedule. Sundays for me are my Fridays for most other people. So this is the last day of my work week, and then I get to start my weekend tomorrow. So
right.
Very, very nice there. I gotta go back and write that TJ Watt up. So I will do a I got you. I will do a brief rundown of what we got for things here. Again, I'm gonna do that chase wheel spin at about 10:55 or so. So awesome start. Again, guys, every show I say has a trend, it has a theme. And of course, 3 boxes, 3 headliners. Does not get much better than that. So again, you guys don't want to wait an hour, right? If you have your name that's right now in a certain series, waiting is not fun. I don't want to test your guys' patience. I want to get into some great box breaking immediately. So there we go. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. Going back into the UA Live break room. Of course, we're going to pick up with the black and blue. All right, so somebody must have closed a quad, which is music to my freaking ears. So much for that chase wheel spin at 10:55.
Which one is this 914?
I'll read it off to you. I apologize for my chicken scratch. 319594.
5. That makes much more sense. All right, cool. So we got quad closed. We can dump.
Hello.
Let me assign this real quick. And then we'll get that break done.
No worries. Take your time, my friend.
But if you know you're in that break, you can probably drop those digis.
Indubitably.
Yeah, Karen said, F it.
She closed out that quad.
Jefferson's down there somewhere. Not that she's chasing Jefferson, but it works in this instance.
All right, Foog, if you don't mind checking for me, my friend, I think I joined. I think I'm good to go. So I'm all joining your league, by the way. All right, that is all good to go there. Again, like Steven mentioned, I'll drop 4 numbers for our first black and blue quad. Numbers for black and blue quad. Again, keep in mind, because of this, so just to make sure I'm right on this, if you have 1 spot bought into this quad, your name's going to be entered
once,
so it'll be 4 times.
Yep, 4 times. Sorry,
yeah, cool.
You went in this quad. Yeah, so Karen, you have 24 more entries in for Kobe, which is hilarious.
Yeah, she's got, right. Talk about the irony there. Devin, Alfredo, and Karen 6.
It's not hilarious.
times.
It's awesome. What am I saying?
Hilariously awesome.
Yes.
Which is okay. We like to laugh. We also like awesome things. ¿Por qué no los dos? She wants that basketball, as she should.
We're chipping away on the single as well.
So probably
get that knocked down.
So again, I'll do a Kobe Bryant. You guys can obviously look it up yourselves. We should all have Google here. But into the next show, I will probably end up looking up an approximation for how much a Kobe Bryant basketball. How high do the numbers go? Karen, great question. It's going to be out of 30. I know the ticker sometimes
30 times 8. If she's talking about how many entries.
When it comes to okay, maybe that's what you meant.
But it does go up to 30. 1 and 7 are the ones that have been taken so far.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Karen, give it a few seconds here. I know the ticker can sometimes take a little bit of time. Once you see it's coming up right now, actually. So when you see black and blue, call any 4 numbers that are still available. Like Steven just said, 1 and 7 were taken. Every other number is available. So 2 through 6 and 8 through 30. I actually really like how that's updated now, where you just click in and just updates the ticker. Yep. Tickers were not fun, guys, because naturally we have a lot going on air, and sometimes the host would just naturally forget. And by us, I mean me.
Trust me, you're not the only one.
I forget the ticker all the time. So, as we get ready to call those boxes, Devin, 11 clicks, not fun either. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You can't make arthritis worse than it already is, Tay. Devin, Patriots, Crimson Tide, and Broncos. Alfredo, Niners, Guardians, and Eagles. So for Devin, you're looking for that Gronkowski and Henry. For Alfredo, you're looking for that Bosa, Bob Feller. As well, Karen, you got everything else, my friend. So I'm going to take this away, Steven. She put down 4 numbers, so it's going to be boxes 3, box 5, box 19, and 30. I love it. Scattering it all over the place. So those will be those 4 boxes coming up here in just a second. And while Steven is end up going to go run and get those.
Take those off then?
Yeah, they're all good. Yeah, you're all good. So while we're going to get those boxes, I feel like it's a good time to have a little shameless plug here. Refer a friend. Refer a friend. Didn't do this at the top of the broadcast. So better late than never, right? Very simple concept. You can always, by the way, see our refer a friend right on the overlay. We have 3 people already for the month of August. We had close to 20 in the month of June. Month of July, I should say, my apologies. That ended up landing us for an Emmitt Smith Game Day Authentic, a lid that's worth close to $1,000 in retail value. Super simple concept. You get $50. So does the person you bring into the room. They get $50 off. All you have to do is spend $100, which, by the way, is the equivalent of a black and blue double for today, for example. It's kind of a layup if you think about it. I mean, Kobe Bryant entries, possibly a win for the first time in the break room. You yourself get entered for a chance to win an authentic, which, by the way, crap baskets, thank you. I know that Dave ended up updating what the authentic is going to be for the month.
If not, we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's going to be tomorrow at the latest. So, but anyways, it's going to be an all-time great that we usually put for those authentics. So, no reason why we can't get into it. Guys, good luck. Devin, Karen, and Alfredo. Again, Karen, big shout out to you for closing this, my friend. Awesome job by you. Let's see what we're going to be rocking and rolling with. We got ourselves box number 3 to get ourselves started for the first of many. All right, so it seems like we got a nice little mini here. Again, Emmitt Smith. It's a photoed headliner on a mini, and so is Aaron Donald. Will it be either one, Steven? How about D, none of the above? However, it's funny, you talked about this guy earlier as a Pittsburgh Panther. He's going to show up as a hidden gem in this series. LaShawn Shady McCoy ended up manifesting that, a little Beetlejuice action there. Alfredo with his 1 spot's going to get on the board.
I love the Eagles.
Yeah, fly, Eagles, fly. Former rushing yard champion. With the Philadelphia Eagles. Really cool stuff there for Shady McCoy. A guy that has joined us here on air at UA. A guy that thought that Robbie and I were big Pistons fans. Don't know where he got that from. I think he was the one who cursed the Pistons in the playoffs, which, by the way, the Pistons are just having an atrocious offseason. With their lack of moves, they are still in contract negotiations with Jalen Duren. Sounds like he does not want to return to Detroit.
Yeah, he's I don't think he's having contract negotiations. Because then they just match the offer sheet.
They could, but nobody's offered him what he's looking for either. He is a restricted free agent. He's looking for $40+ million.
Sounds good.
Well, that fixes that problem. So LeSean McCoy getting rocking and rolling to get us started off here. Box number 5, numero 5. Yeah, let's move right along here. Second box of our quad black and blue. Thank you. Always someone angry. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
Gotta love the bots, my friend. Gotta love the bots.
If you don't want it, guys, everyone that's here that wants to be here is here. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not get it.
Well, we're gonna go, believe it or not, we're gonna go from a mini to actually something even smaller than that. So David Wells is gonna be put away, but we're gonna have a nice replacement and a nice JSA cert card. Let's see who this guy is. Well, I can read his signature very, very, very clearly. So there's going to be no doubt about who this guy is going to be. I was absolutely fangirling over him earlier. And can you believe this? He only had 3 teams to pick from, and he's 2 down with 1 more to go.
Oh, did you get this other secondary headliner?
Rapid Robert Bob Feller.
Oh, there you go.
They didn't know what the hell a Cleveland Guardian was back in his day. The all-time Cleveland Indians' best starting pitcher.
No doubt about it.
Hall of Famer, 1948 World Series champion. Alfredo, I know that you know ball. Hopefully, you seriously know ball when it comes to Bob Feller. I think I've only seen this name in the room probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that autograph don't grow on trees, if you know what I'm saying.
It does not. And again, I hate to mention this as a point, but it is the truth. Because Bob Feller is no longer with us, unfortunately, the rarity of the autograph, like Steven said, does not grow on trees. Obviously not signing memorabilia anymore. So with that being said, makes the item that much more rare. Alfredo just cleaning house. Yeah, so, I mean, this would be pretty miraculous if he ends up getting that Nick Bosa here. That should be the only remaining item that he can grab, which, by the way, there is a small stain on the back of this baseball, Alfredo, for the black and blue. You could probably see it right above where my finger is here. It's just really hard to see. There is a lot of glare right now in the product cam, so my apologies for that. But again, this is for the black and blue for you guys. Which again, that LeSean McCoy, by the way, Karen, it had a small chip at the bottom of it for the outside. But again, it's not affecting not affecting the display of that LeSean, or Alfredo, I should say, for LeSean McCoy. He said, okay, that's great. Yeah, dude. Bob Feller, that is a legend. One of the greatest pitchers of all time. Wow, okay. Very cool. We're going to knock out another headliner, but it's something that we're going to have to go grab here for what we got available. Okay. We're going to get ourselves a nice piece of paper here, and how about this? Devin is going to get this one.
Oh.
We love nothing but the Tad. Here in the break room, an autographed photo of Derrick Henry, one of the greatest running backs in Alabama Crimson Tide history. Headliner Central this morning, indeed. And how about this? Woo! Gonna have to go to the wide shot. Hopefully, Freddie 12 House is with us this morning. How about this, dude? Derrick Henry, an 18x20 photo.
Nice photo right there.
Yep, and I can already see what the defect is, if you even want to call it that. Again, this might be hard to see, guys. Taylor loves it. Alfredo likes it. Again, it's kind of like a small streak that's going through. You see right about here. This is where the small streak is. I think you can literally take a small disinfectant, like a small Clorox cloth, and literally just take care of that and just wipe that off, honestly. So it doesn't look like a scratch. It's just more kind of like a faded stain more than anything else. So, Derek, going to keep you out for the hits of the show, buddy. Stay. You stay. Okay, good boy. Magic Erase It. Magic Erase It's also very, very cool, too. Karen, you're kicking ass in the series, my friend. I know this is not the way you've wanted to go so far. Fingers crossed for you that you can get something on the board. I will say, this will easily be the biggest item that we get out on this table. We are going to have another cloth bag available for you folks. I know I pulled out a TJ Watt, on the last one. We do have a Jefferson, Gronkowski, AJ Brown, and then a couple other authentics mixed in there with Genty and Cook. Would be very shocked if this wasn't one of those guys. And like Foog said, this has been a very, very big headliner. Yeah, there you go. The headliners this morning are awesome. And how about this? I know, let's see who this is going to... Wow, this is actually wild. This is actually kind of crazy. This is very rare to have happen in the break room.
Oh, rarity alerts, rarity alerts.
In the great words of Marshall Mathers, you only need one shot. Do not miss your chance to go. Devin and Alfredo took this literally. Both sniper spots are going to double up.
Oh, my God.
From Derrick Henry to Rob Gronkowski on the speed flex. Get ready for a Gronk spike there, Dev. Wow. Hopefully you're tuning in, my friend. The signature, of course, on the sweet spot of the Gronkowski speed flex. Again, just want to say this off the bat. Karen, you've been killing it lately here in the break room. Yesterday, I saw that you had an absolute baller of a day. Look, you got to, hopefully Alfredo and Devin give you a tip of the cap for calling these box numbers. It is very, very a lot of luck at the end of the day. But I do believe in the boomerang effect. The positivity, the greatness of this break room, it will come back in your direction,
I will say this. Obviously, when you enter a break with this many spots, you want to win. Obviously, who doesn't? That's ridiculous. But I think there's just bigger goals at hand here for Karen.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
She has a healthy amount of entries for one Kobe B. Bryant. That is a positive. It happens, exactly. Just part of the ebbs and flows.
Yep, Karen, you're badass. I love that sportsmanship. I love that attitude. Hopefully, Devin and Alfredo send you a Christmas card in the upcoming months here. But again, Steven made the best point out of everything there, saying that, again, you are by far and away the leader for the Kobe Bryant prize and entries. So, you know what? When I said that boomerang will come back around in your direction, might have to wait till the end of the series for that to happen. But of course, all good things will come to those who wait, right? Which, by the way, Devin, if you're out there, kind of the same thing with the TJ Watt. We had a pretty loose strap here on the side of it. It's going to be the small chin strap issue. Again, very, very cheap and easy to replace, or even fix it for yourself if you would like to do so. Either way, unfreaking believable, dude. Really awesome quad right there. Henry, Feller, Gronkowski, and Shady McCoy. And we got a great regular tuning in with us towards the end of our show here. But Cam, you know that it's never too late to get in by break spots. Cam, what's going on, baby? Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Not sure if you're familiar with the black and blue, but you definitely have to get into that series. Every single spot that you purchase is going to go towards hit GOAT status last night. Doesn't surprise me. Somebody's going to be entered for some GOAT drawings coming up this month now. So congratulations, dude. Shout out to you, Cam. But this black and blue series that we are doing, every single entry can get you a chance for a Kobe Bryant prize. 55 to get in for the single, or 54, I should say, 108 for the double, 220 for that quad. So nothing but headliners pulled so far, yeah. So if you want to keep this show rocking and rolling, Steven and I could go for a little bit longer if you guys would like. Devin Chinley. That is very, very cool right there. I think I'm going to have to write up. Did I write up both for... Is that box in the middle the Henry photo box?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Usually we just attach that to the photo. So.
Yeah, it's all right. I just have to write up the same one twice. So again, all of these entries as well, guys, this is going to go towards the Chase wheel spin that might be coming up in a few moments here. Is there any more buy-ins that have happened, my friend?
So we are 4 to go on the single.
Okay.
For the black and blue. And we might be none or 1 to go. So hold on 1 second. Let's double check this. Oh no, we're 3 to go. So we're 3 to go on that. And those have been what the buy-ins have been for.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. 20 people now tuning in. People starting to roll out of bed and join us here. Very, very nice.
You can just keep it over here. Because, again, I'm going to put it on the photo.
Gotcha.
So we're going to just literally put it right back here.
Oh, thank you. All right, so you heard the man. 3 spots to go on that upcoming single. But unless it is closed literally right now and somebody's out there is like, hey, I got the credit card, I got the debit card, let me close this out. I am going to close that chase wheel spin. I'll refresh this one more time, see if there's anything that came in here late. Karen, you want to get in the gold jacket with me? Again, guys, great idea. Don't be shy to ask other people that are in the chat or playing a lot in these current breaks. Definitely can't hurt. Speaking of those golden tickets, or excuse me, the golden jacket series, we have 11 golden tickets left. 6 in this double, 6 in this quad. Again, very, very good chance to get in. The AFC West is bountiful with Bailey, Gates, and Tomlinson. NFC North ain't too shabby either. Favre on the VS4. Calvin Johnson, 2024 alternate authentic, and the great Randy Moss right here for the Minnesota Vikings. Andre Johnson on the standard as well. Really, really cool stuff across the board here, guys. So I'm going to check in with our Instagram folks as well. We got a lot of people joining in from Instagram. Michelle Artmore, Yee, Hellcat, DJ Scooby. Love myself some DJ Scooby. What's going on, folks, for those that are tuned in with us on Instagram this morning, Twitter as well. So, guys, going across, I'm seeing a lot of 6, 7s, and 8s. Well, according to my calculations, you might want to refresh the page over there. It looks like we got another double that is going to be coming up here. It looks like double number 2 just got bought out. If my calculations are correct.
You are there, very correct. And yeah, Karen's not losing this one. So
yeah, it's good. She all for herself?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then that next single is down to 2 as well, guys. So, you lucky ducks out there, Karen said, no. You're keeping that chase wheel spin open, which I am doing, by the way. How could I not? So that double is going to be added to the chase wheel spin. We started off with this a brand new series, obviously, right? So, every single entry that has been bought into, all going to be a part of the chase wheel spin. Make sure the single is as well, guys. We got our first single down to 2 to go. Again, feel free to let us know, folks, how you are planning on spending your time with us here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Stephen Ryan and Rob Hill with you folks this morning. It's been a whole lot of fun here in the break room. Nowhere else I'd rather be to start my Sunday than with you guys. So,
Alfredo tried to hop in, but he started double number 3, actually.
Double number. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I can see that one spot that was bought into right there. So shout out to y'all. Again, so this is going to be all ready to go. Thank you, Home Slice. Yeah, Karen, no need to randomize this. But I am going to ask for 2 numbers from you. Or Karen, if you want to, my friend, just go out and call out those numbers anyway. So, but I will do my due diligence and type that in the chat anyway. Karen, if you want the wheel as well, feel free to ask for the wheel, whatever you would like, my friend. For black and blue, 1 and 29. Sounds good. Going with some more bookend numbers. Black and blue, double number 2. Damn, really? Oh, well, maybe. You said, damn, really? Maybe it will work out. Yeah. I mean, 2 boxes.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. 1 has already been opened.
Yep, 1's been opened, Karen. So 29's good.
Yep, 29 is good. But yeah, we do need a different number that is not number 1. But again, awesome show so far, man. Really, really cool shit out on the table. TJ Watt, Derrick Henry, Bob Feller, Rob Gronkowski. A lot of names that you would never really expect to be together here. So, very, very nice. So 29 will come out, but I guess what about, number 2 has not been called. So 2 and 29 definitely work. Thank you guys so much. 1 spot to go. 1 spot to go on that upcoming single. Again, close that bad boy out. Get us another box here in this black and blue. Keep it rocking and rolling, folks. The price point is obvious. The Bryant entries will be endless. And the headliners, despite a lot of them pulled, are still bountiful. So the Karen Valentine break, she's like, you know what? Yeah, like you said. She's like, I'm not leaving. Doing her best Jordan Belfort. I'm not leaving. Box number 2. What do we got for you, Karen? Well, it looks like we got ourselves a mini. Again, last time we pulled a Sean McCoy. Looking for one of the photoed headliners for what we got here. And it's actually going to be a nice hidden gem. It's going to be Andre Rison.
Oh.
Andre Rison, little Bad Moon Rison there on the mini. Very, very nice. Kansas City Chiefs, great. Andre Rison, very, very cool. That is awesome right there. Congratulations, Karen.
Very nice. Hey, Karen.
Very, very nice. For what we got here. Karen. Awesome stuff. Andre Rison. Got a lot of people on staff who've got a few interesting stories about Andre Rison. Looking for a headliner here. Again, a lot of headliners are starting to get pulled, but still obviously a lot of stuff out there. McBride, the Griffey Ball, the Jefferson, the Bosa, the Smith, Donald. Got a lot of stuff, guys. Got a lot of good stuff. All right, so let's make this second and final box for Karen. An absolute great one. Box number 29 it is. Again, things kind of started off, a little lethargic, but it has been a red-hot finish thanks to you folks out there. And it seems like we're going to have ourselves another interesting item here. We're going to get ourselves a nice foosball, and we're going to get ourselves a really, really nice football for the great Otis Anderson.
Oh, nice.
Otis Anderson, an awesome throwback player right there on the football for Karen. Really, really cool stuff for the greats. The Big O. The Big O, that's going to be the Bills hit, I believe, for Otis Anderson on that right there. So big round of applause to Karen. You played it the right way, and you guaranteed yourself 2 awesome items. Congratulations. That is really, really cool. So that double is now by the boards. 319-601. Odie. Awesome stuff there. And I fully anticipate this single to be closed. Again, Karen, you're just not quite what I wanted. Totally understand that, Karen. But again, at least the one positive thing that you can look at is that you are absolutely lapping when it comes to the Kobe Bryant entries for what we got available for you, my friends. So, again, the one thing I can always tell you as well, trades are very popular here in the break room. And also being used as currency, right? There is a good way for you to get, a good amount of your money back based on some trades. But again, guys like Otis Anderson, Andre Rison, very popular names here in the break room that we get talked about all the time. So we got one spot left here, guys, in this black and blue series.
Let's close it up, huh?
Yep, time to close that bad boy up. 13 headliners, 22 boxes left. Again, I'll do a quick look through for what we got left here, guys. 11-11. Good old lucky numbers here in the break room to get things moving and grooving along here in the UA Live break room. Chad Johnson, Emmitt Smith, Kurt Warner, LaDainian Tomlinson, Randy Mouse, Andre Johnson, Brett Favre, all round out the photoed headliners in the gold jacket with Lewis, Bailey, and Gates. You get one golden ticket for every secondary or hidden gem that is in this series. Please keep that in mind. So, continuing to move along here, the Alton throwbacks, Jefferson, Hendrickson, Amon-Ra, another Calvin Johnson, this one on the Speed Flex, quad signed Bill Speed Flex, Thomas and Loveland, with 6 golden tickets remaining as well, AFC North and the NFC South. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Double trouble. Really badass here. 8 headliners, 24 boxes, 12 total, or items, I should say. 12 boxes are left. Darnold, De La Cruz, 90s Reds, Smith, Gates, Sosa, Johnson, and Donovan Mitchell. I'll run out the headliners there. And then last but certainly not least, the Joysies, 9 headliners, 24 boxes. What we got left, all 8s across the board with Warner, Butkus, Williams on the Weed jersey, Chase, Taylor, Falk, Warren Moon, and then Kyron Williams with Chad Johnson to boot as well. So I am going to close the Chase wheel spin. Even if that single closes, that is going to be a pre-fill for Tim and I in the 12 o'clock hour. Chase wheel spin list, that is already available, Steven. Thank you.
Refresh this really quickly just to make sure. Yeah, 7. I still got 7.
Okay, cool. So even if I will do that final one if it is broken by the time the show ends, but this Chase wheel spin is closed. So we're going to go 11 times around, 64 different combinations of names. A lot of clicking. Taylor, this is the part where the clicking starts to get felt over here. No doubt about that. A whole lot of Valentines, whole lot of Lisciotto, Shinleys. Let's see, 11th time around. And it's going to be Karen Valentine. So, Karen, there you go, my friend. You are going to get yourself some UA Store credit back. You are dominating the Brian entries. So, again, some good positives to take out of the show, my friend. Karen, 1 through 100. Just let me know whatever number you'd like to start on. If not, I will start on the number 1. Whatever lucky number you are feeling out there, my friend. So, Steven, obviously a great show with you, my guy. We got ourselves 4 elite headliners to talk about. What are your hits of the show, dog?
Gronk's going to be number 1. I really like this Derrick Henry photo. The Bob Feller ball is awesome. And then no offense, TJ. I guess you're 4th on this list. But still a big hit in this show, no doubt.
Yeah. No, it's again, this is all subjective, guys. Let us know what, some of your favorites are that you've seen for the show today. I'm going to have to go Derrick Henry photo at 4. The TJ Watt is going to be 3. The Gronkowski will be the number 2. And just because of the rarity of Rapid Robert, you guys have heard me talk about him all show long. Love Bob Feller, a very, very rare Hall of Famer, to my guy, Bob Feller. So, Karen, haven't heard any numbers that you want to have that placed on as of right now. So that's A-okay. It'll result in some money for you, my friend. Starting on the number 1, let's see if we can get that 1 and turn it into 100. That doesn't look like it's going to be the case. We're going to land on the number 14. Let's give Karen 20. Let's cost Karen 20 her way here in the UA Live break room. Oh. So that's what we're going to finish with there.
Hold on. Relax.
Did it close?
Something closed.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Never mind. Maybe nothing closed.
Yes, it did. Yeah, that single did close.
Okay,
so we'll do that then.
I'll say this is the thing I saw right here.
Yeah.
That.
A little misleading.
I think we got a couple different breaks. Yeah. I think she closed out the golden jacket too.
Looks like the double, right?
The double, yeah. So technically we gave it to the double first, but these are different series. So if you want to just get the black and blue done single out of the way, and then we can, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever order you want to put it in, I'm cool with. Either way, I mean, that's amazing, guys. So we're going to have 3 boxes here as a buzzer beater, which is even better for us. So Steven said earlier in the show that we can go till probably 11:30. That's probably what it's going to look like here in the UA Live break room. Tim Shaw is going to join me at 12 o'clock. I think Tim is gonna come out of the bullpen and give me a little bit of a breather here. I'll go on the producer side for the 12, and then for the 3 o'clock show, I will be back in the host chair to wrap up my tenure. For the day here at UA.
Tenure's a strong word for
tenure. I was gonna say for my 9 to 5 for the day. So, but then again, we got Hay Train and Frankie coming in for the 6 o'clock show tonight. The prospect show, as I always used to like to call it. So let's get this black and blue finalized for you guys. That list is good to go. Black and blue number 1, perfect. We're going to have Eric, Dave, Steve, Travis, John, Alfredo, Richard, and Karen. So I have 8 different competitors coming up in this, guys. Very, very nice. That's awesome. It's my favorite breaks that I love to see. 8 different gladiators getting ready to compete. Karen did get it in first, Rich. So she went with 24 and 16, but this is a single, my friend. So Karen, whichever number you'd like to pick between 16 and 24, let me know. Let me know which one you want to go with.
We're doing the single really quickly.
Yep. We're going to do the single first, and then we'll do that gold jacket double for you. So while Karen decides on that, I'm going to go around and around we go. The list randomizer once again. 24.
Cool.
How ironic for the Kobe Prize. So there you go. I'm surprised 24 was not the first one taken.
8's still out there, I think.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure that'll be taken in the next show at some point. So this is how the divisions are going to align.
Did you already take it off? Or?
Yeah, I'll take it off.
No, I said, did you already take it off?
No.
Tremendous difference in question.
It is now taken off.
No, you clicked it at the same time. You took it off.
There you go.
It's mine now. I did it. Let me produce.
John Sutter has the Vikings, Chargers, and Major League. Alfredo, Patriots, Crimson Tide, and Broncos. Karen has the Rebels, Bruins, and Falcons. Steve has the Mariners, Rams, and Chiefs. Rich with the Steelers, Lakers, Texans. Dave has the Niners, Guardians, and Eagles. Bills, Gators, Yankees, and Jets goes to Travis. And Burnsy rounding it out with the Cardinals, Raiders, White Sox, and Seahawks. Well, the Kobe number is going to bring a nice big prize to somebody by the weight, the girth, if you will, of this box. 3 cloth bags. That's how you know we got a pretty good show here. We pulled the Watt and Gronkowski thanks to a cloth bag. Let's see what this last one will produce. Unless we get another one in that gold jacket double, of course. Little tightrope back there.
Did you feel the thud?
Let's see what we got here. It's like opening up a bear trap sometimes. Of course. How can we not end a show without at least getting one of my boys out of here? Hopefully, Eric Burns this morning. If you're not having a good morning, Eric, you're about to have a great one. You are flying high with the best tight end in the National Football League today on the beautiful Camo Authentic. Had a 1-in-8 shot of getting him. This guy's a true 1-of-1. Trey McBride, the Arizona Cardinal great. Not a whole lot of reasons to tune into the Redbirds this year, but the best player at his position, blocking, receiving, leadership, you name it, Trey McBride is your guy. So way to go, Burnsy. That is an awesome, awesome win right there. First win of the day. Hopefully the first of many. Mr. McBride on that authentic. Very, very nice. So with that being the case, we're going to move right along to the gold jacket. 2 numbers for gold jacket number 5 and number 5. You guys can catch Steven in the, is it the eBay or the
It's
Fanatics?
both. It's both.
Catch Steven in the eBay and Fanatics room, guys. Does an awesome job over there. That'll be a whole lot of fun. You can do that throughout the day as well. But make sure to return back here as well. You can flip back and forth. So I will, again, randomize y'all 11 times around.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
So what we can do here, because again, Karen, you've been buying out a ton of spots in that black and blue. So mistakes happen. I totally understand that. So if you're cool with it, I'm okay with the situation. Again, 6 spots is a lot of spots. I understand that. But that's going to be back in the form of store credit, obviously, Karen. That will get back to you. So Steven will refund that order to you, and you can end up using that towards the black and blue. So that black and blue double currently sits at 7 spots. And based on that, it's a little bit more affordable than the gold jacket double. I'm sure you can probably get pretty close if not buying out those last 7, Karen, if you would like to.
Yeah,
if you would like to do so.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll take. Has to change.
No, take your time, man. Take your time, you wascally wabbit. Again, hopefully you guys have been all enjoying yourselves, Karen. Thanks for giving the heads up before that break actually began. Again, really, really fun times here in the UA live break room. So again, it looks like we're going to be doing another black and blue double here in just a couple of minutes. But while we end up doing that, going to take just a quick moratorium from the break page for right now. Just going to take a look around the landscape, some headliners that we go on. Oh, dear God. Larry Tunsil has suffered a torn tricep. It's not
No,
great.
that's not a good start.
It's not a great start. Looks like the number 1 projected prospect withdraws from Cincinnati, from high school football to college.
So I just gave that back to you, Karen.
Cool.
But now I have to, what do I do with this?
Oh, that'll be a post-it note right there. And then again,
Just put the spots back, right?
yeah, you can put the spots back, and then you can honestly just go back to the prior number as well, since we obviously haven't done that. So you could just change the number as well to, what is that, 5? Yeah, gold jack double number 5, and then just put that back to. Was she the only one in there?
No, it was Jill and Tyson Muse were
Okay, cool. So
also in there as well.
yeah,
So-
I mean, I'll be producing next show, so if that closes out. So Jill and you said Tyson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jill and Tyson, we're going to bring that gold jacket double 5 down to 6 spots. and then that'll still be viable and ready to go.
I'm just gonna put it back to 6 spots. I don't have to take it.
Yeah. But on the web page, it'll show 6 spots are remaining, so your guys' spots will be safe. So don't got to worry about that. Don't get to worry about that. So I'll go back to that black and blue, and again, Karen, we'll see how that ends up looking for you, my friend. So this is what it looks like as of right now. I will say though, just because we are into overtime, don't mean to put any pressure on you or anybody else, but Steven does have other matters to attend to. Tim and I do have some things that we got to break down before we get ready for our 12 o'clock show. So I will give this probably another few moments. And again, that's A-okay, Karen. You got the store credit back into your account, so you can close it whenever you'd like. Unless you end up having the credit or debit card out, I'll probably be wrapping up shop here in probably another minute or two. But guess what?
I think Karen just took care of it.
She did? There we go.
Wait, time out. Karen, you bought the gold jacket again. You bought out the double in the gold jacket again.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, you're 100% right. It is back to double number 6 and 8 out of 8. So, yeah, Karen, you ended up buying it out again.
You got to make sure the right thing's in the cart.
Yeah, so that's
is the double closed or something in the black and blue?
Yeah, and it's still, it looks like it's at 7 out of 8 still for that third double in the black and blue. So,
yeah.
Karen, you did end up buying out that gold jacket again for that double. So, again, we usually don't issue refunds in general. Not trying to say anything bogus here, but that is a company policy. It is just a matter of you buying out a lot of spots. So I understand if it is a one-time mistake, but doing it twice in a row is unfortunate. You know, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of things and things of that nature. But I will say though, Karen, this is kind of a tough situation. So
honestly, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I would do.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to hop off the air. Okay. And Karen, this is above my head. This is above my head, honestly. So there might be a refunded store credit coming your way again. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I agree with you.
And it looks like she didn't even use the store credit.
All right, so this is something that we're going to have to figure out, guys. Again, that's A-okay. We're going to give you all an immediate update once we get on the air at 12. Karen, make sure to stick around for that so we can pass that along to you. Steven, kick-ass job as always, dude. It's been Rob Hill, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll be looking forward to getting back on the air with you in about 30 minutes or so. Do not touch that dial. We'll be back. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, every single platform that's out there. You guys are awesome.